Oh man,
Do not, bro. I done been to stadiums. They say we got Pepsi. Like I will
what in
never
the
go to
world,
the
Bo?
stadium again.
It's boy Big Low Country. We got look here, man. We got one of the first ever Atlanta Falcons roundtables going on here. What in the world? For everybody out there that don't know me, my name is Big Low Country. I'm just an old country boy, former football coach that love to sit around and talk about sports. If you can, put a what in the world, Bo, in the chat if you're watching later on. We're gonna start from my stage left. I'm the guy at the upper left hand corner of the stage tonight. But I'm gonna start from my stage left. Smitty, go ahead and introduce yourself, Bo.
Yeah, everybody know me, man. Antoine Smitty Smith from Smitty Sports Machine. Y'all know I get down, man. Y'all know I do it. Um, Mr. 10K, if y'all want to call me that, but I prefer not.
Dang,
I'm
you got
just
that
a
so casually.
silly
Like,
dude
like,
that's
y'all heard this?
hey, I'm just a silly dude talking
He
sports,
scratched his
man.
nose with it too.
Bring
Like,
us into the
hey,
show, Smitty.
Don't,
Jesus
hey,
Christ.
don't hurt
ain't
no
like nothing.
body.
Mr.
Yeah, it
10K, like, oh, okay, Smitty, all right, I hear you.
Yeah, he
Hey,
shot for the
but
dog.
yeah, man, I just like to come through this thing, have fun, man, talk Falcon football, man, give y'all updates, news, and all that good stuff. And before I take up any more time, man, I'm gonna just pass it to the left, to the
That's what I
left,
think.
to the left, that
There you
way,
go, there you go, there you go.
that way, that way. Yeah,
This right here.
that way.
It's your boy Berto, your host of the 95 North Falcons Talk Show, man. Just kicking it with my guys here on this Friday night roundtable. Glad to be a part of this venue, man. And thank you, Lo, for inviting, man. Appreciate it.
Always, always.
Yes,
Up
sir. Yes,
underneath you.
sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let's go down
Is
to the
it, is
bottom.
it,
Chris, what you got going on there, Bo?
hey, man, how y'all doing, man? A1 Forever Sports, the show that's cool and fly, too. Be generational because it's always time to be. And we don't settle for less because you can always have more with a vision. Not the three, not the two, a UNO.
Hello.
Hello.
Well, I don't have any slick sayings like that, but I am Uncle Steve, and here's my friend Bobble Steve. Hey, Bobble Steve, how are you doing? I'm all right, fellas. I'm all right. I'm coming here to rock the world.
Oh, yeah.
What's going
Check me out on Uncle Steve's house on YouTube. Let me take it to my boy Jack.
What's up, y'all? One time for the fan, Jack Spade checking in. Big shout out to everybody here. I'm Mr. 699 subscribers. I just need one for 700. For those in the
Get that
chat,
man up there,
you can
man.
just
Let's go,
it's free.
man.
Let's go.
Press the button.
Let's
Press the
go,
button.
baby.
I could be Mr. 700 in a matter of minutes. So
If you hit that button.
amazing panel tonight. We're talking Falcons football. Big shout out to everybody. One time for the fan. You can catch us Sunday, Wednesdays, and a couple more pop-up times. But I'm glad to be here. Let's talk Falcons football, man.
Hey, man.
It's all Falcons football, man. You already know what time it is. So y'all know from watching the shows in the past, you know, it's almost 9 o'clock on a Friday night. So y'all know from watching the shows in the past, I get kind of loose. You know, it's kind of like that old T.I. song. Let me see you get loose. Like, so
Hey,
I don't know. It's Friday night light.
hey, long as you can get like C-Dub and take your shirt off, we good.
Nah, I ain't taking the shirts off.
We ain't gonna do that, man. That was spicy, man. That
Hold
was
on, I can piggyback. You want to wave around your head like a helicopter? You want Petey Pablo that moment?
yeah,
Jesus
yeah.
love big country.
This ain't North Carolina. This ain't North Carolina.
At all,
Georgia.
man. He's going to have to A-Town something with that thing or something.
Man, so let me ask y'all this. So we went through the first week of free agency, and you know it's been popping off, right? I want to ask y'all, what are your grades so far, as what grade you give the Atlanta Falcons with this first week of free agency?
Ooh, that's a good
I don't know,
question.
man. I'll give him a
I
solid
would
A.
say I give them an A, but it could be an A plus. They had went out and got one of those pass rushers, they would have got an A plus plus. But I still think it's time, man, and we still got the draft to go. Guy like Chase Young is still out there on the free agent market. Who knows?
Okay. Chris, what you thinking?
I'm gonna go A as well. They definitely have been making some moves. Terry been working the salary cap to perfection, something that he normally does. It still is some edges out there, like Smitty said, Chase Young. What I think Derek Barnett's still out there. So it's a couple of guys, not many though. It's slim pickings at this point, but luckily we do have the draft coming up, and we haven't addressed the defense at all this entire free agency. So I'm expecting something.
So basically, what y'all are saying is that we're like someone who wears too many wigs and have their braids and have braids too much. You got too many edges. That's what y'all are saying. I mean, we don't have
Maybe
no
one or
edges.
two, maybe something in that area. Bro.
Okay, you
Yeah,
saying we don't have any edges because we get the braids
I
pull
ain't
the
got
back.
I ain't got no hair, so it don't matter.
it's been
Oh, okay.
Oh,
snatching.
damn.
It's been snatching, and it's been making us recede a little.
Oh, okay,
So
okay, okay.
yeah,
So we
yeah.
ain't got no edges. Okay, all right. Oh, what you thinking? Tell me what you thinking. What grade do you give the Atlanta Falcons? Y'all let us know in the chat
Oh
too.
man.
But what grade would you give
I'm
us so
going
far?
against. I'm going against the grain. I'm gonna say B minus, and the reason why is because
How
I
dare
think hey man, I gotta do it because you know what? Because I want room to improve. I
Okay.
I like it.
Go ahead and mute his mic, y'all. Go ahead.
Oh
Hey,
man.
Oh
I tell you
man.
what, I saw that Jeff Spade in London. He was drinking that stuff. He was drinking that moonshine.
I
Look,
was
man.
drunk as hell.
Boy,
Lord have
boy,
mercy.
Jack go, boy.
I don't even know what they
Oh
gave me. They
shit.
were like, "This is
That's
Oh
from is
man.
what we drink
good.
over here." Like fucking poured in a cup.
Jack, what
I
grade
think
you give? Oh, I'm
What's
sorry.
good,
Go ahead.
man?
Oh, my bad.
no. I'm sorry. I just think we still like you said about the defense. I'm just surprised we didn't do that. And as much as I know we needed quarterback, and I really don't have as much a problem with Kirk Cousins. Do y'all think we overpaid Mooney?
No.
No,
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 not
that's a
when
no,
I
that's a
looked
fair
at the
contract.
contract. When I look at the contract,
no.
no.
The way it
Initially,
constructed, what no.
yeah, I did. Initially, I was furious about that. I was like, man, what the, but I had to chill. Man. I wanted other moves. That's all. I just wanted other moves at the
Yeah.
time. That's all.
Yeah.
I'm
Basically,
human.
like
Human.
free agency is like going to, whenever you go into the gas station and you go to that aisle, that first aisle that's on the right that has all of the car stuff and the duct tape and stuff like that.
Yeah, I
And
normally try to walk past that aisle.
everything is so expensive because you need it now. Like,
Yeah.
so basically, that's what free agency is. Free agency is one of those situations where, like, look, if you want it, you're gonna have to pay for it.
Hmm.
So I don't feel
Indeed.
like it was a situation where
Indeed.
we overpaid for it. Jack, tell us what you thinking, Bo.
Oh man. Well, first of all, with Terry, big shout out to the Falcons this week. I was excited as a fan to see what they was going to do. I for the grade, I want to go ahead and I'm around that same Uncle Steve. I'm around that B plus B minus area. I'm not just going to go throw an A out there. But then again, I'm not going to discredit what Terry's been doing, what this organization been doing. I think they've been doing a phenomenal job of listening to the players, listening to each other in the room to find out what they want, the pieces that they need to go forward and help this team win. Not only some games, but a division and get back to that NFC Championship and the Super Bowl. Kirk Cousins breaking down in the interview of him studying Kyle Pitts and some of these players that he wants to find out what they do well has been great to hear because it sounds like the Matt Ryan words again. You know what I'm saying? Like you're getting back that feeling that you're going to get a quarterback that is, he knows how to handle himself in the media. He knows how to handle himself outside of work. And he's a professional. And accountability and leadership does go for Raheem, Terry, and Kirk. And I must say, all three of them have been doing a great job. So for a grade, I'm around a B minus, B plus. That edge rusher would have probably got me an A. But I know what the Falcons are getting ready to do. They're getting ready to set up for some phenomenal things. I'm all for it. But I'm around that B minus area too as well. I think they did some great jobs bringing in some of these players so far.
Well, it's crazy because it's like you mentioned, like Kirk Cousins. I don't know if any of y'all had a chance to watch my show last night, but I have a theory about quarterbacks, and I used to say this back whenever I used to coach high school football. Your quarterback should be the guy you should look at and say he has the highest credit score in the room because he's supposed to be the most responsible guy. Whenever Marcus Mariota walked into the building wearing that ugly button-up black and white shirt, I could tell.
Credit score automatically went down.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was like, okay.
525.
Country,
Immediately.
what did we say the other day? It's that circle with the bar and the
And the
arrows
bar,
pointing
it's
toward the red.
red. Point to the
Tied
left.
into
Oh, yeah,
Exactly.
it's
Point to the
red and
left.
yellow.
Exactly. Yes.
You're in the back
Yes.
zone then.
Yes. Kirk Cousins consistently gets emails saying, "Hey, your credit score is looking great." I mean,
Right.
they send him to refinance offers all the time on his house that he only owes $30 on. So
That's it.
moving forward, I would say I agree with Uncle Steve. I give them a B minus. for the simple fact that I'm worried that we're going backwards. I'm worried that we're going to our old school Atlanta Falcons where we're trying to look pretty and put up all these points,
Point.
but
And
at the
can't
end of the
stop
day,
nobody.
can't stop a summer cold.
Mhm.
Can't
Yeah.
stop a
Should
summer
have kept
cold.
Ryan Nielsen. I said that.
Hey,
Shoulda
but
kept him.
that's why I'm keeping faith, though, guys. That's why I'm
Mm.
keeping faith that Terry knows what he's doing. He's been working this salary cap. He has made good moves. He got rid of Desmond Ritter. You know, I mean, I'm just saying, like, I gotta account for some of the things, some of the moves that he's making. He did try to go after Danielle Hunter. He didn't try to go after none of the smaller guys. He went straight for the big fish, and would have got him if it wasn't for a hometown and state tax discount.
Mhm.
So I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, guys, it was the same amount of money. It's just we got outbidded by I want to go home, and you can't fault Hunter for that or any of that. Man. It's just, but I do feel what you mean, Lo, about going backwards, because I did have those same thoughts as well. But I'm trying to put positive thoughts out there
There you
and
go.
positive vibes.
There you
So
go.
in order for me to do that, I'm not going to just do away with those thoughts. I'm going to keep them close, but I'm going to also have the faith that this franchise and this new regime is going to be moving forward and not taking steps back, because we definitely can't take no steps back, especially on that defense.
Mm-hmm. And shout out to everybody's opinion tonight, because it's a good thing that we all are finding something that we are worried about. Even everybody's seeing the positive too as well. That's what fans should do, is find something to say. Well, they're good in this area, they're good in this area, but what about this area? So there is some situations for Falcon fans where they're like, we have to plug an edge rusher here. We need a cornerback too. We're not done yet. So Falcon fans, this is a March podcast. I'm guaranteeing you by August, it's going to be totally different from what we're going to be saying here. So we're seeing some things on our end where it's like, okay, you have to fix that. Well, why did you let go of this? Why did you bring this guy? Why didn't you target this guy? We're going to find out about that in the next couple of weeks, going to the draft, going to the preseason. But you mentioned bringing that kind of like bringing that old thing back, what Raheem is doing. Yeah. If you load up the draft with rookies, you're getting close to that Super Bowl team where we had a bunch of rookies on defense that helped us take us to the Super Bowl. And we got 8 picks right now. People saying edge rusher first, go get a corner round 2. I think this is kind of like, I said it before, it's kind of like that brotherhood, right? He mentioned it in that fan interview with Country. I told you, he mentioned how he wants to win this for the city. He mentioned how he wants to be the revenge. He kept talking about it, the revenge. We need to bring this back, what he had back in 2016 to now, but he wants to be better. And I think with what they have around Raheem right now, you're set up to go win. But there are some things that Falcon fans see that need to be fixed. But it's March. It's March. They're going to be fixed. They're going to be fixed. So,
and I'm going to piggyback off something you said a little earlier, Jack. Give a lot of love to Terry Fontenot, because I'm going to tell you what, 2 years ago, we were celebrating the signing of Mike Davis, and that was it as far as free agent. Mike Davis. And so,
Quadzilla.
We're a week into signings, and we still have money, and we still have needs that we can actually get. Not things we're dreaming about with the hands on the car talking about, man, can I get that? Yeah. No, we can actually go out and
no window shopping, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, give Terry
we're opening the door. We're opening up the door and going in.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Man, so somebody mentioned in the comments earlier that we're definitely going to be losing this 8th pick. I haven't done much research because I don't want my heart to be broken. Does anybody know?
You just like Mario Winans. You just don't want to know.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Lord.
See, somebody that made the first song reference already.
Here we go.
Here go Uncle Steve. All right, Uncle Steve, go ahead.
Because Smitty, you're saying that his heart can't take it anymore. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, pretty much.
Damn.
So nobody's gonna do it.
You're the singer. We're setting
your show. We were setting you up.
Hold on. Uncle Steve warming up there.
I done brought back the country. Country gets in the air. You gonna jam the motherfucker or not? What you gonna do?
I think Berto should do it. Honestly.
Go ahead.
Berto.
Berto.
You got the moonshine to put you up to it, so go ahead.
I ain't got no moonshine in my system. I got a little Coke in my system, but Coca-Cola. That is.
Hey, you know how they used to make that.
You know what really gets you addicted?
All right, Berto, go for it.
All right.
See, first
I think
of all,
Uncle Steve should go. Uncle Steve should go because Uncle Steve's always claiming to be the vocalist. I mean, the floor is yours. Gosh darn it.
I mean that does
But
sound like Uncle Steve's
I'm
song.
trying to shoot you to
That's
start.
what I'm saying.
Who's gonna sing the song?
That's what I'm saying. Go ahead, go ahead for it,
Man.
Hey man, I don't do Mario, man.
I don't want to know. Okay.
Hey,
Somebody got to do it.
hard.
Goodness gracious.
Voice of
Me,
an angel.
me, Jack,
Thank
and
you,
Chris,
Bruno.
we just the background dancer. We let y'all do all the singing.
I do the beat.
But you were talking about that number 8 pick, Lo. I keep hearing people talk about trade back. I'm at a point where right now I would like to see defensively. You're going to get right away what Jimmy Lake is thinking about on this defense when you look at that number 8 position, because I'm pretty sure are we in agreement that we think they're going to go defense? Probably more of a chance that they will.
You got to reward Jimmy. You rewarded Kurt. You rewarded Raheem. You rewarded Zach. You got to reward
Yeah, but
Jimmy.
you got to protect that investment too, though, Jack.
I've been saying that for the longest time, man. At the 8th pick, you got to. Even if you trade up, even if you do trade up to a sweet spot, maybe like the Chargers or something like that, the quarterbacks are probably going to go 1, 2, and probably 3. Who knows?
Yeah, at this point.
At this point, and then you got your receivers that might have a small run with starting with Marvin Harrison and Malik Neighbors, leaving that offensive tackle position wide open for the taking. You got to protect that $180 million investment, fellas, right? We're asking this offensive line to go ahead and hold blocks for 2 or 3 more extra seconds than they're accustomed to, right? Last year, they gave up, I believe, 31 sacks, and that's with mobility the last 2 years with Mariota and Desmond Ridder. So to your point, Lo, we're circling back kind of to the old school Falcon ways that used to give up 40-plus sacks in a season because Matt Ryan was back there toting the rock. The correlation can be made with Matt Ryan and Kirk Cousins as far as the sneaky athletic term that's thrown around, the build, the makeup, etc. So we need to help this offensive line. We need to start looking at that the bookends of Caleb McGarry or the Jake Matthews. Jake Matthews, as we all know, 32, 33 years of age, is declining, and we've been seeing it. He's been giving up more sack numbers year in and year out. Got to insert somebody there. He's a Matthews. I get it. And the bloodline strong.
It is.
Bloodline strong. For those
reference,
Roman Reigns. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It could be where could we entertain possibly, a role reversal where Jake Matthews slides into Caleb McGarry's role. You can go either way. By trade, Jake Matthews is a right tackle. That's what he's starting at Texas A&M.
Let me ask y'all this though, because David Bakhtiari and Tyron Smith are still out there.
No, Tyron Smith just signed with the Jets
today.
Yeah, like 5 minutes ago.
I mean, Berto, you got true sources, brother.
I mean, we can cut away and go do a reel and then come back to this podcast if you want to. I know how you guys do it over there. You guys are like minutes behind now. You guys gotta get on it now.
Yeah. But and you look at the pass rushing in the draft. We love Dallas Turner, we love Jerry Verse, but I'm gonna seriously look at 2 guys, Latu Latu from UCLA, who Jimmy Lake coached in Washington, and Braylon Trice from Washington, who Jimmy Lake also coached. So if we go offensive line, one of those guys are probably going to be the next pick, and I can see the Falcons trade back up into the bottom of the first to go get one of those pass rushers.
So I love talking football with you guys. That's the second time this week I've heard Latu's name in a positive way. And it's something to look at. It is something definitely to look at. Yeah,
man, this would be amazing if Joe Alt is there at 8. Would be amazing.
Oh boy, that'd be surprising.
It would be a steal.
Only because Tennessee is in front of us, and they let go of another left tackle today. Yeah. So I'm just saying,
is the fan base ready to pull up to the Benz on draft night for a left tackle? Is the fan?
I mean, no.
Tell him, Smitty. Not Smitty. Steve. Look at him. He already know. They are not going to be ready.
I mean, it's not going to be the 60 pick.
Yeah.
But we got to remember the traits of our GM too, man. You know, normally he likes that best player available philosophy, man.
Yeah.
He's stuck to it since he's
Yeah,
been.
but Joe Alt at that point would be the best player available.
There you go. Thank you.
Yep.
You think
He
Drake
would.
London-
And you know,
What you say?
Here we go. Here we go. Pop quiz. Go ahead.
was Drake London the best player available?
No,
I say
Garrett
no.
Wilson was that
I
wide.
say
receiver.
no. Garrett Wilson.
Yeah.
You could have
I'm
gave me
Plot
Garrett
thickens.
Wilson.
Did y'all hear
I
that
was
silence
banging
right
the
after you
table
asked
for
that
Garrett
question?
Wilson.
Right.
I do like Drake.
Y'all hear that
hoping-
silence right
I
after
was
that
hoping you didn't say
Like more
nothing.
coke
Long.
went back
Yeah,
into
man.
my can.
Right.
Uncle C said Drake London best player, man. Everybody.
I love some Drake.
I
but,
mean, we know he wasn't. I mean, because we can also say the same thing about Bajan. Was Bajan the best player available?
I don't know
I
if
think
John
EPA
was
from
good.
running into
That
running
might
back.
be a little
position.
closer.
That's a toss up. Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
John.
That's a toss up.
Because you got to think
You
about
look-
it, Chris. It's like we
you look at
really
his
didn't
skill
see
set.
Bajan. We ain't
Yeah,
really see
you look at his
Bajan
skill
last year.
set.
Mm-hmm.
You look at his skill set, though. He was the best player.
Yeah, I
Skill
think
set.
Bajan
wise.
was
I believe he was the
Yeah.
best running back available. I believe he's the best running back in the draft last year. Period.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're looking at it with the 8th pick, best player available by their position. I mean, you got Dallas Turner, who's I think he's number 1 right now at his position, right?
Right.
Then you have Joe
You're
Alt.
saying
So best player available there, best player available there. Then a wide receiver, who is it? Marvin Harrison.
yeah.
And then
Yeah,
Romeo
but he'll be
Donze.
gone.
I mean, there's a couple best players available when you're looking at what Terry can do. The cool thing about it is, and we all agree, Terry's a very they do a great job with the draft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially
So
late.
whatever they do
later rounds.
in the later rounds too as well. But now with 8 picks, whatever they do, it's going to be a smart move for this team. And that's what I'm excited to see. Joe Alt is opening my eyes right now. Like, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
You do have to
can rock
protect
with
You
your
gotta protect
to.
investment. That is true.
Yeah.
And Berto, you called me. Berto called me a couple
did.
weeks ago choosing violence. He said, "I'm telling you
sure
why it's
did.
Kirk Cousins. I'm telling you why it's Kirk Cousins." So I want to give a big shout out to Berto, who called me a couple weeks ago. I'm at work. I'm like, "Berto, what are you talking about?" He's like, "Bro, you got to hear me out. It's Kirk Cousins. Trust me. You got to hear me out."
I've been known to grab a couple ears behind the scenes, but
Berto's good, man. I got to get Berto sources.
positive way, may I add.
Well,
I agree with
everybody
Hal
that's watching-
Snipes, though. Michael Parsons was the best pick, best
So-
player available when they passed on him.
I'm telling you, man, that
Agree with
Kyle
that one.
Pitts was a scary move. They
But
were
see-
shook, man.
But see, you got to think about it though. Like, think about the situation we were in at the time. Like,
Yeah,
look,
losing
we
Julio.
didn't have.
Yeah.
We no, not only
Mhm.
that, we didn't have 2 pennies to rub together. So whenever
didn't.
the contract was going to come back up, who would you rather have, a pass rusher or a tight end? Who would you rather pay whenever that contract is up 3-4 years down the road?
Mhm.
If we're
Probably
going
the
over
tight
what
end, right?
Raheem did in the past with a coaching staff, even though he wasn't in that room to make the pick. Remember that Super Bowl year? Did we select Keanu Neal as the first pick?
Yes,
Oh, God.
we sure did.
Yep.
And everybody said we
15?
reached.
And fans said,
Oh, big time.
Keanu Neal.
He changing teams like draws now.
Yeah, I mean, he is.
Keanu Neal from where?
But at that time, though,
Yeah,
Changing
that's
teams
true.
Like
That's
draws.
true.
Like
Yeah, he was a
changed teams more than
safety
a lot of y'all
linebacker
changed
type.
draws.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
he was
yeah,
a safety
since he
linebacker
left,
combo, and that's something we needed.
With all
Yeah.
these great minds here on the podcast, my question to you is: with 8 picks, how many rookie starters on defense are we going to have? Because if Raheem is building what we had back in that year, when he
2016.
was there. Yes.
Yeah, we
how many
had
rookie
14
starters on
rookies
on that
defense?
defense.
I'll say 2 to 3. I'll say
I'm
2 to
going.
3.
I'm going with that same number. I
How
would
many
go
do we
with
had on
that.
that Super Bowl staff that year? It was what, 5?
3.
Oh,
Wait,
man.
5.
Wait, hold on.
You had Dion,
Yeah,
Deion.
Keanu,
Keanu, Jalen Collins,
Ryan,
Brady.
Ryan,
Jalen Collins,
Brady.
yep.
Grady,
Yeah,
Brian
Brian Brady.
Brian Poole's a
Brian
rookie.
Poole.
He was,
Yeah,
he was
Brian.
an undrafted rookie, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Brian Poole.
Debo.
Almost 5. Debo
Debo
Jones.
Jones.
Almost 5. Well,
And
Campbell
Devondre
too?
Campbell.
Well,
And
6.
Devondre Campbell. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Six.
oh, yeah, six. We had,
Did Devondre start?
Yeah.
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 Start.
Outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got 6 with 8 picks right now, and you haven't really attacked the defense before the draft. Maybe the Falcons are saying we're good offensively. Let's sit back, see who falls back in the free agency. But in the draft, we got 7, 8 picks. Let's go load up Raheem. Let's get some gems out here.
And you know what could potentially lead to Raheem doing that is the success that he had with Brian Young and Kobe Turner last year for the Rams. 2 rookies
Right.
and collectively 17 sacks. Led respectively
And
at
they
their
were
position.
day
Led.
3 pick.
They led, and they were day 3 picks. So they led the team at their respective positions in the sack total. So that's probably what Raheem and company are saying. Okay, listen, there's enough depth in this in this draft that we could make some noise with these guys that we bring in. You know, I'm sure we're gonna get into some names, but that's probably the mindset and the
Yes.
thought.
Right.
Yes.
So
And one thing I want to add right quick, I feel like one move that they could have made that could have helped them build the rest of the front seven. If they go out and get a Justin Simmons
you better
to
not say
pair with a
that.
Jesse Bates,
You better be careful. now.
I think the cornerbacks get a chance to grow a little bit, get to grow in the system a little bit more. Because you get two bookend safeties, that helps the pass rush, that helps the coverage, that helps everybody. So if they had made that move, I think.
And
Now,
let me tell y'all-
I'm trying to figure out what's his asking price because he's still out there.
Let me
trying to
tell
really-
y'all. Let me tell y'all.
Yes,
Whenever I used to
Simmons?
play safety in high school,
Pause.
I
You play safety in high school?
Bro, I ain't
Calling you out.
So-
I'm calling you out.
I want
look,
to see those.
in high school.
I need some archives.
I'm talking about. I ain't gonna lie to you, Lo. I'm gonna need
Moonshot talking already. That cup.
I'm gonna need real footage on that one.
So other than safety, what you play? So you play safety and wide receiver and linebacker. That's what you telling me.
Nah. I ain't play wide receiver. I play
Zero
running back.
technique.
Okay,
But
so
anyway,
hold on.
What's your?
Hold on.
I'm about to say wide receiver. I was about to
A
ask
wide
you about his route tree.
A wide receiver runs a straight line most of the time, and a safety do the same thing going towards the line of
Boom,
scrimmage.
boom.
So you can play one and not play the other.
Nah,
Make it
yeah,
make
because
sense.
see, we had wide receivers, but they couldn't.
See what had
And
happened was,
see, this is the point. This point I make it. See, because when I used to play safety back there, I used to tell the cornerbacks how they need to position themselves. Right? I'd be like, look, this right here, my.
Who's singing? Who's singing?
I'm just listening.
I just be like, hey, shade inside, cause he look. I make sure I play over the top, and if he does come that way, I make sure I sprint over there. You know what I'm saying? So, but nah. To your
Were
point,
you the captain of the defense as well?
yeah,
Huh.
yeah, cap.
I throw 80 on the run. Falcons never called me.
Hey, I mean, they probably ain't on your Twitch stream. Probably don't watch you. Probably don't watch you play on that.
They don't do jack like that.
Well,
I know somebody
yeah,
mentioned the Mooney question earlier too as well. If you're going over Mooney at his position for what he got paid for, I mean, Mac Hollins dealing with the injury or just walking around barefoot, I don't know what it was, but he had 18 receptions, 251 yards last season with no touchdowns. You're looking at Mooney coming off a 31 reception, 414 yard with 1 touchdown season. The year before that, or 2 years before that, Justin Fields tried to load him up, getting him over 1,000 yards in a single season with 4 touchdowns and 81 receptions. So maybe Kirk Cousins, which we all heard that Kurt, I guess that's Kurt's guy, right? They asked Kurt, who do you want to bring in? Go get a Mooney. Perfect. So it's good to see that they are looking to not only speak with the team about what they want, speak with the players about what they want, and build around that. That is chemistry. That is bond. That's brotherhood. I just want to go ahead and put it out there.
Yeah, but
and they played against each other twice a year.
That's good. Yeah, that's true too.
Yep.
It's crazy that we got Paul Mooney's nephew, and then we got Shante Moore's nephew too.
Shit.
That's crazy.
That's me.
Oh, really?
Hey.
I don't even know who that is.
Josh.
Shante
Chris Cousins for a minute.
I looked into it. I did when I was a kid. Let me see if I can ask Cuz for a little dollar or something. Say I can say we ain't got it.
Just remember, Shante
They said they
got a
want
man at
highlights,
home.
though.
Yeah, she got a man at home. She got a man at home now.
Big shout out to Julio Jones in the chat. He just donated $2, man.
Oh,
Big
yeah,
shout out to
man.
Julio.
Hey, appreciate
Yeah,
that,
Jones.
Shout
Jen.
out to you, Jet.
Appreciate that.
Definitely appreciate
Yeah.
that. That's that dun da da. That's the Superman chat. We appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
What?
Oh, we in your stream.
Yeah, we're on your stream right now. That's right.
No. Please.
Go ahead, huh?
Yes, please do us the.
You said you had
Oh, night.
I like the note. I like the note. He went up a little bit.
Oh my god, that's a good one.
I
Another
can't take these boys nowhere, man. That's like, I can't. Nowhere.
another move that we made that a lot of people really aren't addressing is Ray McLeod. That's
I love
something
that
a lot
move.
of people are kind of sleeping on, man.
I love that
he's
move.
one of the best return guys in the
Yeah.
league.
Yep,
Man,
that's
he had a
what
great season
spelled
there.
Cordaro's end here in Atlanta. Was probably that move right there.
Not even so
Avery
much
Williams, too.
Cordero.
It was crazy because
Avery Williams, too.
because he
That's
tweeted
true.
about not being in Atlanta before we made that move. So he already knew what was about to happen, you know. And Ray had a good year. He just got injured toward the end of the last season, but he had a good year for returning kicks.
And what that tells me with the move they made already, field position is going to be key for this team. And I say that every year. But when you get great field position for a guy that can throw the football and get the ball in the end zone, I think, like I told y'all, we could be looking at a 30-point-a-game team if everything falls in the right place.
Man,
Of
don't
course.
talk like
Oh, I got one for y'all. Over or under 2 wide receivers over 1,000 yards this year.
Easy. I'm taking it
Long.
easy. Talking about a 4,000-yard passer. Somebody's gonna multiple players going to be eating this year.
it's gonna be,
on
I
that.
think it'll
I'm
be
thinking about
Kyle
switching
Pitts
my
and
position
Drake.
from quarterback to wide receiver. I might even
Under.
go out there and catch some
I'm
touchdowns.
going under. I'm going under.
Oh, damn, low.
You said 2 wide receivers under.
Yeah.
Drake is going to hit
One wide
1,000.
receiver, one tight end.
One wide
Drake
receiver,
and Pitts
one
is going to
tight
hit
end.
1,000 with Kirk.
Oh, okay. I see. What
And then don't
Yeah.
forget, you still got Bijan, who like we haven't seen how well he could catch the ball.
Yeah.
So
We will, though.
yo,
We
gonna see
will.
it.
With
We're
an
gonna see
And the
it.
way he
accurate
was running, the way he was
No
running
slander.
the wheel
Relax.
routes.
That's
how
accurate.
nasty this offense
gonna be
is
there.
going to be now with a threat of a pass, y'all. No more 8 in the box. On first. I mean, think about that. Think about what Kirk Cousins' legitimacy at the quarterback position probably since 2019. And I'm sorry, I know Matt was there in 20, but he wasn't what he used to be by then. My bad.
I mean, whenever I used to watch teams play against the Atlanta Falcons, and everybody that's in the chat, y'all make sure that y'all stay tuned because we are going to do a mock draft. But whenever I used to watch teams play the Atlanta Falcons last year, it was like picking up a box of Krispy Kreme donuts. There were 12 in the box.
Man, listen.
You would
They
reference
did not.
Listen.
They did not.
I'm talking about
Respect the passing
they
game.
all had the light on.
They all
Ready.
had the light on. Hot and ready, folks.
Boy,
What
came in and
twisted
said,
that
we
arm
ain't
is.
worried about whoever that is that y'all got
Exactly.
behind the center. Whoever it is back there. Logan, Desmond, Taylor. You know what I mean? Them folk were not worried.
A question that I did get about the Raymond McLeod this morning on the podcast, and I see people is asking it again tonight. What does this do for Avery Williams? Does this mean that Avery? This is.
Yeah.
I said when
Yeah.
you bring in a guy like Raymond McLeod, that's your kick return, that's your punt return, that's your special teams guy. Avery coming off an injury too as well, young guy in the league. He'll find a place somewhere else. But I think if you want to go sign and spend that money on Ray, you know why. So for fans thinking about Avery Williams, just going around the table, does anybody think Avery still has a shot here?
Unless you play quarterback.
Oh, that's
On
it.
special teams,
Uh-oh.
yes.
Did he lead the league in
Yes.
punt returns? Though?
as a rookie?
I mean,
He
yeah.
did.
Ray
As a
kickoff
rookie.
return,
He
but
did.
Didn't
As a rookie.
Avery lead the league? Can they change that up? I mean, like Avery do the punts and Ray do the kickoff.
So then Avery would have to be depth as what? Your third running back or a cornerback,
Yeah.
right?
Corner.
That's why I said put him at cornerback.
Yeah.
We like a circle.
Yeah.
We don't got no corners.
That's something to look at. But fans want to know about Avery Williams' position.
That's a good thought. That's a good question. That's a
Mhm.
good question.
Right.
I mean,
I-
look,
Yeah, because I mean, he did play corner before too. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's what I'm
you
saying.
could put him there. You could, but coming off that ACL though, man, in this deep draft, I feel better just going to get me something.
He's only $1 million.
You
Avery
can make
Williams?
that-
Yeah.
You can really make that work. He'll probably end up taking a little less. I ain't trying to be funny, but
Now, he was hurt the last 2 years, right?
Matter of fact, he was hurt the last 2 years.
Yeah, what's the last?
Yeah,
2
last
years?
2 years.
Yeah,
We might well let that one go.
yeah,
Kind of
let that roll ride, man.
You'll be
To
better
go
off
to the
putting Birdo
over-under,
back there.
of your wide receivers, A1, you're talking about Kirk Cousins before he got injured, coming off that 2,300-yard season, 18 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Players were eating over there. But then the year before that, 4,500 yards. Year before that, 4,200 yards. 4,200 year before that. That 2016 season when we went to the Super Bowl, he threw up 4,900 yards. So you're talking about a quarterback where Drake, who was less than 1,000 this year by almost 100 yards, 90 something yards.
Yes, son.
Drake, I can see him eating that too as well. Kyle Pitts, I can see another 1,000 season. Bijan, I can see him eating a lot. But the guys who's going to be taking up a lot more that what fans need to be looking at is your Rondale Moore. When you're watching Pitts and you're watching London and you're watching all these superstars out there working with Kurt, Rondale Moore is the guy you got to say, holy shit, I need to get somebody on this guy because he's going to take the top off this defense with that 4.29 speed. You better watch Rondale Moore.
That's your turbo after the Arizona Cardinals game right there. When Turbo did break that screen and folks were like, wait, he could do that?
Yeah.
And then, boom, he just took off for the rest of the season. Rondale Moore could have that same effect with the Falcons. You just pointed something about, Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins, if you look up the stats, since 2019, I believe he's been top 5 in every statistical category for a quarterback, whether that's passing yards, QBR, passer rating. So, we're getting something legit in the pocket now, finally, to go ahead and bring this unit to cohesiveness. So I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm all in with the Kurt situation, man.
We're talking about somebody that's had. That's what I want to say. We're talking about somebody that's had 141 touchdowns, 45 interceptions, 67.4 completion percentage since he's been with the Vikings. We're just talking with just the last 5 seasons, y'all. And I mean, he's right there behind Mahomes and Rodgers in a lot of categories too. So I mean, this is what's coming to Atlanta, and we're banking on that. We're going to have that Kirk Cousins show up every Sunday, whether it's 1 o'clock Kurt, 4 o'clock Kurt, nightcap Kurt, whatever. We just need him to go ahead and be. We just need him to go ahead and just come on.
Captain
thing,
Kurt
man.
Is what we
Captain
need.
Kurt,
Captain Kurt.
You like that?
Another thing,
you like
fans
that, you love that, all that. Man.
Should be excited about. 2 of the receivers you just brought in were technically better. You take away Drake, take away Kyle. 2 of the receivers you just brought in are better than pretty much 4 of the receivers you had on the roster last year.
Yeah.
Like, it's that serious.
Right.
I mean, he brought Hodge back. He's a gunner. He's a special teams guy. But look at Hodge's stats as a receiver. Like, look at Scotty Miller's stats as a receiver. Go look at Rondale Moore. Look at Mooney. So fans in the chat that's like, how is Mooney going to work with this offense? Look at his stats. Look at Kirk Cousins. Look at Rondale Moore. They're putting weapons in place to say, we're going to move the chains. We're going to beat you in the air. We're going to beat you on the ground. And these are the weapons that we put in place. My question goes to you guys now. You have a bunch of these receivers on the board. Some would say Hodge wouldn't be used in that scheme as much because he's a special teams guy. Would you draft the receiver? Because I know we're getting ready to do the mock. Would you draft the receiver? What round? Who are we looking at? What names? Because I've seen Brandon Rice late rounds on a bunch of people's mocks for the Atlanta Falcons. Are you drafting a receiver, Smitty? A1, country. What are we looking at with the receiving core right now?
I'm still drafting.
I'm looking at 3rd round. I'm looking at 3rd round, and if Xavier Legette is there, he's the perfect fit. You went out and added speed. Now you go get that physical guy. So
Now Arthur Smith's gone.
Xavier Legette from South Carolina.
Bodybuilders in here.
4.39 speed. Take the top off defense, contested catches, all that. So you get him and Drake on the outside, then you put those 2 speed guys on the inside. Run it like that, and then you still got Kyle Pitts in the middle. So that's what I would do.
I think you could look at that in the
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, in the lower draft too. Remember, what's my cat from UGA that went to Alabama? Burton.
Oh yeah, Jermaine Burton.
Yeah, Jermaine Burton.
Somebody that you can kind of catch. Maybe I think he might be about 3rd round, maybe 3rd.
I can see it.
As a Georgia fan, he tried to silence us in the end zone. I took that person.
That was bad.
I give you one better than that. I can go deeper in the draft. I can go to day 3. A guy from UGA, Rosemary St. Jack. You talking about a guy that has an NFL build at 6'1", about 215. And he's a good run out to the catch guy. He has the perfect build for the NFL. So that would be a great day 3 pick.
And Smitty, to your point, you're also doing what you did with the Rams by finding what's the guy's name? Mapaku?
A day 3 guy.
A day 3 guy.
Yeah,
Puka Nacua. Sorry for I butchered his name.
Yeah,
you good?
You told that motherfucker.
I'll tell
I did. It was what I said, Paku.
Damn.
I thought you were about to say PyCon or something. I ain't know what you
I
were.
ain't know what was going on.
My next one was
Okay,
Tupac. I get ready to say
okay.
Tupac.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
I'm glad you figured it out. I'm
It
glad
was
you
rolling off
figured
the
it out.
tongue. Was like Tupac's
Yeah.
coming out next. Somebody better stop me here.
You was getting there. You was getting there. Also, got David Ruffin in here. He says all my favorite content creators forming like Voltron rise up. Dun dun dun. That's a Superman chat. Uncle Steve, could you hit it for us, please?
All right, let's do something. See what we got here. Oh,
She hit the super chat each day.
What?
yeah.
Steve looked up and did one of
Hold on.
these. He was enjoying this.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Hold on. Hold on. Why? Well, look. Why did it stop? Cause I wanted to keep going. And bells start to ring. Like what?
That's that drink.
You gotta make it more low. Like you got
know
another
that drink or that
got another one. You gotta make it more.
Hold on
Man.
now. This country's been about almost 45 minutes. You got to take another shot of that shine now, bit.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
on this
also-
thing. Getting ready to the
He
market.
been slipping on that scissor all night, man. You ain't fooling low. Look at him. Look at him go like a pro.
So we got.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you about a guy though, real quick though. I wouldn't mind third round if he's there. Malachi Corey.
Man, don't go like. Man, don't do that.
Western
Man.
Kentucky
Hey,
phenom.
Man, wide
Hey.
You might bring it back to the podcast.
Hey,
5'11", 215, ran a 4.4.
Don't do that.
man,
That's the
third
Debo
round.
Sanders
Say that.
2.0.
do not say that.
Do not say Malachi.
Do not say that because Stewie Griffin, I do not have my gift right now for Alberto. So do not say that.
Gotcha. Okay.
Bro, that's
Well, can
my
I go?
guy.
Can I go Ricky Pearsall then? Can I go Ricky Pearsall?
From
Can I do
Florida?
that? Then?
Oh no, I'm just messing around, man. I'm just messing
You
around.
know, can
Hawks
I
do
throw
need
one
a
in
small
there?
forward too.
Throw
Can I
one in
throw
there,
one in
Berto.
there?
That's an inside
Okay.
joke.
To Jack's point about Puka Nakua, Puka Napupu, whatever he said over here.
Tupac.
What?
Tupac, you man just butchered my guy's name. A guy that's very, and we all know this is a copycat league. So coaches always try to find traits in players that that fit what they had before. So it's obviously Zach Robinson had the privilege of watching Puka Nakua tear up the league as a rookie. This guy here, Jalen Polk out of Washington. Sure, he was third fiddle to
love it.
Rome Odunze up in Washington, and they have a
McMillan.
wide receiver. Yeah, Jalen Polk, size 6'2", 4.5 speed, just like Puka Nakua. You name it, the measurables are there. The thing is, Jalen Polk wasn't targeted enough, of course, because you got Rome up there. But when he did, man, he made the best out of every opportunity.
He did.
Physical, possession style receiver. And I think that's what the Falcons need is a true possession receiver at number 2. I think if he's there round 2, dare I say, if he somewhat slips to round 3, that's somebody you might want on this roster. Someone that's big, fast, and physical like Jalen Polk out of Washington.
Okay. We also got a few more Superman chats. Blinking Stitch says, "What is the definition of a fan?" Also, I am making a GoFundMe for my rent and a Louis Vuitton purse. Any takers? Dun dun dun. That's a Superman chat. Hit it, Uncle Steve.
Super chat.
That's the
He has
like,
another
Super
song.
chat.
bro. This guy got he got
million.
2. Oh
got
my
million.
God. He got mixtapes. He got double-sided CDs. Got it all.
Yeah. Also, Jet Jones he says,
We got to buy it.
Jet Jones says, "I hope we trade down and draft the edge or a corner and get another second. Draft whichever we passed on to first and draft a wide receiver in the second." Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat, Uncle Steve. Can you please hit it?
Dance with the boogie, get down. The super chats are always the best in town.
Come on, hey, now, Smitty, remember them sock hops we used to have, Smitty, back in school? Don't be trying to act like you ain't over 45.
he tried to ditch it. Oh, you see that?
He like no.
Smitty like,
He
what?
like hell no.
What you
He
talking
like
about?
Smitty Douglas High, you know what that is, man. You better-
But I know exactly what he's talking about, man. I know what he's talking about.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh man, there comes Padre
been there,
came in
done
here. He says, "Hey,
Yeah.
current face of the Falcons, Coach Lowe, have you sung Uncle Steve under the table yet?" He says,
Open
"If so,
challenge.
can you do it again?" I just realized that y'all are on. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Uncle Steve, could you please hit it? For
You know
me?
what?
Huh? What?
That's blatant disrespect.
I don't know.
Well,
I ain't
got to be the face of the Falcons.
It's about to turn into the play haters ball.
I'm telling you, like,
Hate.
You know what? I extended friendship to Mike, but you know what?
I want a super chat.
okay, all right, okay.
I ain't messing with y'all.
That shit, I
I
love that
want
shit.
that super
I just
chat.
like how he gets
man.
high. He really put some soul in it. He really,
Yeah. Oh no, he hit that joke.
yeah, he hit that thing, huh?
Big shout out to everybody in the chat too as well. Padre, don't forget, I got 3 cars tomorrow. You're not watching 2. I got 3 cars tomorrow.
Whoa.
Damn. What did you do, buddy?
Dang, oh,
That's right, Jack.
Padre,
Hit him,
no.
Jack.
So,
Hit him, Jack.
I'm good.
he need to bring that home.
Cool, right?
He need to bring that Home Depot bucket.
I'm trying
Man.
to tell you, like,
Look.
y'all cool or what?
look, I did want to let everybody know that's in the chat. You know, before we do move on, make sure that y'all go subscribe to all of these guys. Make sure that you go subscribe to all of these
Thank you,
guys.
thank you.
A1 Forever, Uncle Steve's Lounge, One Time for the Fan, Jack Spade, 95 North Talk Show, Spitty Sports Machine. Y'all make sure that y'all check all these guys out. Great content. If you think this is good, you should go check them out because they legit. They legit.
Somebody block Padre. Block Padre. Just
doggone. Oh, you are just so God.
That is tough.
so vindictive.
He typing
Like,
you right now. Like,
Somebody
get
here-
this last word. I
Don't
think
have
he blocked.
somebody in the chat reporting this man. Come on,
I'm
man.
telling you,
Man, I ain't did nothing. So just try to
Dang,
watch
go on.
screen.
Oh man,
man.
Uncle like the YouTube police right now.
So everybody in the chat, if y'all are ready for our inaugural Atlanta Falcons roundtable mock draft, if you could please put a 1 in the chat. We just want to know if y'all are ready for it. Want to make sure that y'all got your popcorn ready. We are going to need everyone's help. This is a collaborative effort to make sure that we put the best draft possible together. I'm actually auditioning right now, and I'm going to send this film to Arthur Blank just in case Terry Fontenot messes it up. This is my GM audition. So y'all make sure.
That was a great pitch, by the way.
Boy, right on, baby.
Oh man.
Travis Preston in here with the Superman chat.
Hey,
He says-
Flavie.
he says, can't wait to see Big Low Ruffin destroy Uncle Steve.
Man, we finna start that again.
That big old roughing.
I didn't say it. He did.
Oh man.
Oh man.
I didn't say he did, Uncle Steve. You ain't gonna give him the super chat? You gonna pay
You
something
know,
for him?
I ain't gonna give him a super chat, but I'm gonna give him a blast from the past on here.
I like that.
How about that?
Oh, no, you did. No, you did.
Oh,
J-Ball says, can I get a Buster Rhymes for the super chat, Uncle Steve?
that
Oh
Busta
man,
Rhymes.
Jamal, I gotta put that one back on there, man.
Ah, man. He,
Oh, I got
gotta
it.
put
on
that
page
one
right
back
now.
Only have 8.
Now that thing was funny. I ain't gonna lie.
what could you sing it for us, Uncle Steve, if you put you on the spot? I understand, you know, some people just can't perform it, you know.
I need my music.
Oh, okay, I understand. Also, Roast Stack said, well, I give you J-Ball, dun-da-da, that's a Superman super chat. Watch yourself. No, express yourself. Super chat. Tell us what you're talking about. So look, because we gotta give people what they want. Also, Rose Statson says, wide receiver at 8. He says, get Rome, our neighbors, give us an elite offense like we were in 2016. Falcons offense that took us to the Super Bowl. No NFL defense can defend us, and we still got picks to address the needs and open up the cap for the defense. Definitely appreciate that. That's that. Da-da-da. That's a Superman chat, Uncle Steve, if you could, please.
I can feel ya. Super chat. Now I know it do like that.
Wait, was this a recording? Was that actually him?
I was getting ready to say, no
He
recording.
hit it live. Okay, all right.
They did that on top of
Special
the
session with Uncle Steve.
Uncle Steve going to the next
Uncle
round.
Steve been in the studio. I don't know what y'all
Man,
talking
I'm
about.
telling you,
Man.
You got to give me more expression. You got to give me more voice. I need to see more Uncle Steve. I need to see more Uncle Steve on that.
I need to see that feeling. I need to see that tone.
Oh,
Like,
man.
you know what?
So everybody in the
Gotta
chat, they
hit
put
that
it in
Just
here.
Rose promo.
So,
All the time.
Oh
I
man,
know
everybody
Padre
put the
didn't
ones in
drop
the
a
chat.
Superman chat to bash me. My boy Padre.
Wow, Padre. I'll let you read that, Jack. If you know,
What was it? Jack been buying self-taping screws for 2 weeks in my basement looking
Wow.
crazy. Trust Dale gonna pull up you in front of Home Depot and embarrass you buying out. Yo, man, Padre got some jokes.
Dang, Jack.
He's always on our channel joking with Chase. I think Chase still has to finish his bathroom. Chase, you got to bring the tools over there.
What's
And then
going on
Bodie
over
too
there?
as well. Bodie keeps
Damn.
leaving ladders in
What's going
people's
on?
yard. For some reason, my neighbors
Bro,
are
what's
pissed 'cause
up, bro?
my references all over the place. But big shout out to Padre, man. Big shout out to Padre.
Shouts out to Padre. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. We definitely appreciate you, my brother. All right.
Why?
Uh-oh.
Ooh, Desmond.
Desmond.
So, hey, when you've been on my show, Berto, you've been on this, you've been on there. Steve, you're next. Steve, you're next. We're
For
setting it
real,
up.
man.
After this podcast, we're setting it up. We're
There
setting
you
it up.
go.
Is he going to hit the note? Is he hitting the note?
Hey, hit the note, man. I think
Oh, man. Daggum. All right. So
Uncle Steve out of
I
control.
can't fool with y'all, boy. Y'all are. All right, so
MJ looking like for the Falcons.
Man,
oh man, so
Tito, give me some tissue.
anything for the Falcons.
anything for the Falcons, Joseph.
You remember the time?
No.
Oh,
Shout out to
all
Michael
right.
Jackson, man.
Shouts out to
yeah.
Michael.
Greatest
Jackson.
music ever.
All right, so here we are. We got the
Superman chats are rolling in.
yeah, man.
Yeah, they coming in, man.
Chat is live. Chat is lit. This is what it's about, Falcon fans. This country setting up the mock from Smitty to Berto to Steve to A1. We are diehard Falcon fans. We want to win. We're going to find ways to win on all of our platforms. We're going to show up to the games. We're going to show up to the tailgates. We're going to do everything we can in our power to make sure as fans we represent the team and the organization well. So can't wait for this mock right here. Let me go ahead and get another drink ready.
Also, Uncle Steve, because I'm about to lose my voice, I'm gonna let you hit the Superman chats moving forward.
All right. But ATL Jet Jones 11 says, before y'all start, do we agree cornerback is top priority? This is a Superman chat. Did I do it right?
What was your dun-dun-dun?
You hit the dun-dun-dun.
Oh. Dun-dun-dun. It's a Superman chat.
There it is.
That was all
All
nice
right.
and proper. God
All
damn.
right. I like it. A1, you next.
Oh, I have some different versions now that you
Yeah, I was about to say the gentleman of the podcast, Uncle Steve.
Oh my goodness. All right. A1, if you could you get this one for me?
Lord have mercy. All right, y'all got 4 people on here risking their eyesight wearing eyeglasses while y'all caterwauling and like a man beating a bag of cats.
So
That was from the eye test.
Hey, y'all know
And
that's old man John.
That's a-
yeah. But either way it goes, we appreciate it, and you already know that dun-dun-dun, that's a Superman chat.
There it is. That's what I'm talking about. And Uncle Steve played the song.
I tried to Uncle Steve it, like
You tried to Uncle Steve? Oh, okay. Hey,
I just what I'm saying, almost kind of like Roman on the damn chariot, just coming in,
Now,
they stating his claim and shit.
Now, Travis, he said he feels like he needs a refund. So I don't know. That's on you. That's between you and him.
Dun, dun, dun. That's the Superman chat.
Wow.
He even put
He put the echo to it.
Voice of an angel.
put the echo on it.
It's getting better by the second. It's getting better by the second.
Stadium on that thing for you,
For real, man.
All right. So here we are,
That
starting off with our
stadium.
inaugural draft. The first question that we have to ask.
Uncle Steve owes me a refund. The man said he came for a show, Uncle Steve. You're not on the show.
I'm like Kanye
He
West.
said
I'm
you
walking
just
out.
not buying in.
I'm
Hey,
like,
Kanye did
yeah.
that shit last night. He left those fans
It's not
stuck. They was sitting there
mine.
waiting for a show. He walked out and left.
Hey,
He just left.
he said, pay me back in quarters.
Oh man. So the first question we gotta ask with this mock draft: are we making any trades? That's the first question. Like, are we trying to make any trades? Are we moving anywhere? Or are we gonna stay put at 8? Are we trying to move up? What y'all think?
That's
Man,
tough
that's
because
8
now we got
miles.
different. You know, we only got one mock draft and everybody's opinion, so it's kind of like
Listen, y'all. I'm telling y'all what we need to do. We need to trade back and stop playing. Trade back, stop playing. Get
I
more
would feel
picks.
comfortable agreeing
Let's
if,
do
if
this.
this organization
Let-
did that,
Let
but they don't.
let's do this. Let's
Draw
who taking
straw.
number 1?
rock paper scissors. All right, Smitty, you and Berto first. I got winner. Hey, by default, Smitty and Country, Steve and Country, they're already in the next round by default. So we got to find out who can play them.
And we can play basketball about it first 1 to 5.
I mean, I can cut the 2K on. Who got PS5? We're gonna do 1 quarter.
Hey, I'm talking about real basketball.
Oh,
I'm like Steph Curry on the court. Don't play with my game.
Hey,
Hey.
Steve a Hooper now.
It's just automatic.
Anybody can throw 80 on the run in the rain?
Stop lying, Berto.
Snow.
Man, I got it on whack. I'm gonna upload it soon.
All right. So let me ask the chat. If y'all feel like we should stay where we're at, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like we should trade back, put a 2 in the chat. I think that's a good way to.
If we only
waiting
doing the
music,
Falcons, let's trade down and then let's let it go down and see who's on the board at 8. Then we'll make a decision.
Okay. So
like
let's go
that.
ahead and start the draft.
Okay.
And we're gonna see how it goes.
Ooh,
So-
seeing some shoes out there, boy.
All right. So Caleb Williams,
Oh,
from Chicago.
That question been answered.
I'm talking about bam, bam, boom, but it went 1, 2, 3 like that, boy.
Damn, man, the JJ McCarthy hype, is that real?
Hey, man, they
Yep.
need a quarterback.
They need a
Seeing how
quarterback.
these mocks work too as well, with the way they do them, that Chargers Marvin Harrison does fit right now that Mike Williams is gone. Keenan
Right
Allen is
on.
gone too as well. They need a guy. I thought he would go to Arizona, but Malik Neighbors is there. But 2 wide receivers off the board at 4 and 5 does show a lot. What could happen on draft night? Yeah,
Yeah.
JJ. The talks
And I
of
think,
JJ
too,
going to the
I
Giants.
think 1 and 2 gonna be
Yeah.
a swap. I think 1
Really?
and 2 gonna be a
1 and
swap
2.
anyway.
And they going Jaden
Yeah,
Daniels
'cause
at 1.
the Bears only have 4 picks in the draft.
Yeah, they do. They ain't got many for
They doing a
real.
lot of spending though.
Shouts out on the mark in the chat. What's going on, Bob?
On the mark, what it do?
Oh, what up, Mark?
What's going on, brother?
We doing
Shout out
good,
Mark.
man.
Shout out Mark.
We
The
gon-
whole thing
hey,
about that
we
Giant.
gonna call Mark the drill sergeant from now on.
Hey, you feel me?
Drill
It's
sergeant.
been an interesting week, to say the least.
Drill
Oh
sergeant.
man, Antonio Anderson's in the house. What's
Shouts
happening,
out
bro?
to Antonio, man. We
What it
also
do?
got another Superman chat. Jack, if you could you please
Sparrow.
address this one, please, for us? Jack Sparrow. Could you please, Jack Spade? Could you please address Jack Sparrow?
That's my backup account. I don't know. I don't see a message from Jack Sparrow. I don't see nothing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but big shout out to Jack Sparrow for the Superman chat. I think that's to you, right, Country?
Oh, I don't know who that's to.
Oh,
At
I don't
99,
know.
you can make it short. Da-da-da-da, Superman chat.
We saw problems around here, y'all.
Blink in the chat said Mark doing a fan. Blink is calling people out saying we aren't fans.
Oh man.
Damn.
Well, I tell you what, all that money I spent flying to London last year.
Hello.
Well, you did ask that question about, what is a fan?
I thought I was
A
gonna show better
fan is
people.
definitely, something that you put in your room, and it.
Shit.
A lot of people are gonna be using them pretty soon because it started to get hot.
Yeah.
The eye test, he says, are we sure we're going to keep our first pick? We're clear of any wrongdoing yet. Somebody needs to be fired if we screw this up. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Dang, Josh.
Oh well, the
Gotta
trainer
fire
gonna get
somebody.
fired anyway, so it don't even matter. Trainer gonna get fired anyway. He gone.
All
He
right.
We
replaceable.
definitely.
So what we
Yeah.
thinking?
Like, thank you, but your services are no longer needed.
What the
Me
hell?
and
The real thing about
Berto
that
I'm sure. Hey,
that-
I'm sure. I'm sure me and Berto on the same page with this one. Cause that dude
Oh,
at the top of the
thank
board,
you.
we talked about it already.
Oh, you talk about Joe Alt?
Hell yeah, Joe Alt, man.
Yeah, that's my pick.
Man,
That's my pick.
it's crazy. It's crazy. They say he's an unquestionable first-round offensive lineman on film, bringing a high school football IQ at just 21 years old. Is that a good thing? He said he started as a true freshman at Notre Dame, playing more than 2,200 snaps in his 3-year career, despite being 6'8". Good
Yeah.
grief.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's a
He
big
has-
boy.
Yeah.
He has
We
flexibility.
talking about Orlando Pace type tackle, man.
Golly. And he's from Minnesota. You know, they
Mhm.
some good
Man,
Yeah.
How-
He
how-
could.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
Chuck
Panay
Wood.
School, and they love the pick. They love the pick from Panay. I mean, this Joe Alt guy is starting to grow on me now. It's like,
Yep.
got to protect Kurt.
Ooh,
and-
boy, look at Rome sitting right there at 8.
Yeah, Rome, he's sitting right there.
Yeah.
Look
no,
at
man.
Rome.
Uncle Chris, what y'all thinking?
as it,
Yeah.
what a
Bring back.
species Alt is, but I still need, because we don't know if we're gonna bring back Calais or Bud Dupree or anybody like that. I still gotta feel that defense, man. And I think the guy with the motor is Mr. Turner, man. I think you
Yeah.
gotta
But
look at
Turner's off the
It's-
board, though.
Turner's
Yeah,
off the
he's
board.
gone.
You know
Yeah, he
what?
went before
Yeah, he's
us.
gone.
I'll tell you what I can't see right there where you
Yeah,
got the
Tennessee.
sign.
Yeah,
You got
I couldn't
the-
see that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You
My,
got the
my,
thing
Yeah,
right
we got-
there.
yeah.
I apologize.
my
Hey,
apologies.
Turner
yeah.
went to the Titans.
Oh,
I don't
to the
see that.
Titans.
though.
No,
I couldn't.
I really don't see that.
My
no,
apologies.
nothing shows me that Turner can go to the Titans. I mean, it'd be random, but then again, they don't have much of what's going on in Tennessee right now. They don't have much going on.
Yeah. I mean, they
I
may,
mean,
they may
my-
be looking at best player.
JJ
but-
makes sense to the Giants because they have Daniel Jones and Drew Lock, and they're gonna be competing for the starting role. So
This
JJ
would be
makes
a good opportunity right here. If Joe Alt is there and that's their guy, then get him. But if Dallas
Yeah.
Turner's already off the board and you're not looking to add another playmaker until the later rounds,
trade back.
and then this is where you definitely trade back.
And you're right. And to A1's point, that JJ McCarthy in New York, you just got Drew Lock, and Drew Lock has experience coming off to help Daniel Jones. You're gonna sit a rookie for 2 years at number 6. Like that's crazy for the Giants to do. I think they do try to make a move at best player available outside of quarterback. It sounds interesting that they're talking about quarterback, but you just signed Drew Lock, and he was told that he's the backup. But Daniel Jones,
He's going to compete for the number 1 spot.
mhm.
Yeah, I mean, because you
That's-
think
that's
about
out
it,
there.
halfway through the season, you could trade Daniel Jones when somebody
Mhm.
gets hurt. Like you can get
That's
an
fair.
easy pick from him.
Mm-hmm.
You could.
Is it risky
but they
to have
also
a
need a
guy in the
receiver.
top 10 and not play him? Is it risky to do that as a fan? Like, could
Did
you
he?
draft a guy in the top 10 and not play him?
When did
Like
Jordan
week
Love
1.
get drafted?
Ooh,
20.
Using the
He got
I
drafted.
Man,
in the
he was in the
20s.
first round.
Yeah, he
But,
was in the
you
first
know.
round. But it was like the 20 because everybody thought they were going to get a.
He was
a
like
wide
27.
Mhm.
Yeah, he was like
Yeah.
27 that year.
receiver. Okay.
And
aside
remember,
of
they
Trey
came
Lance,
back to get him.
there hasn't been anybody
Mhm.
recently that has been drafted in the top, because all 3 guys last year started at quarterback, right?
Mhm.
Right.
Richardson,
Yeah.
Stroud, and Bryce Young.
I'm gonna just roll with Uncle Steve on this. I'm cool with the Joe Alt. I haven't seen the Falcons made a big defensive splash. You got to reward Jimmy Lake, and if this is the route that we're going before the
so
draft,
everybody in order, everybody in sync with trading back.
I'm with
I'll
Uncle
trade.
Steve. If Uncle Steve agrees, I'm with him on this.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm,
I agree.
I'm
Gotta
trading.
trade-
back,
Gotta get
y'all.
Okay.
Got to get defense.
All right. So the trade that suggested to the team that they're saying that might want to trade up is the Seattle Seahawks at 16.
Okay, what are they offering?
Yeah, but they don't have a second round pick.
Yeah, they don't have a second round pick.
Mhm.
So on this right here,
So
it's
do
like
the 1-3-1. 1-3-1.
1-3-1.
Yeah.
So
Oh, they gonna give us 2 first?
No, that's a
No, I
fourth.
need that 81.
Swap for that
102 is the fourth.
I need that
81
81.
is yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So what you
round
think
and
is-
then round 2 next year.
What quarterback is available? Seahawks are moving up to 8 to get what you think? A quarterback?
That's
well,
our
since you got
that's our
95%,
only
try
trade
that. Try
Hometown
that
boy.
first. Yeah,
If,
try that
if I
first.
see Michael Penix go at 8, I'm gonna fucking laugh. I swear I'm gonna laugh so hard right now.
Seattle will get him, brother. He was up in UW
All right.
Yeah,
last
so
couple
they
Yeah.
of years.
accepted it.
Heavily
they'll
scouted
take-
him up there.
Well, after you out of the top 15, I
Who they
believe
get?
you can get more picks here.
Oh,
anyway,
see, I got
right?
Joe Alt.
they took all.
Yeah. Yeah, they got Jones.
They took off.
There goes our investment, guys. Thanks a lot.
They go to Jets. My Jets fan, my good friend, he talked about JC Latham too as well. They're
Man,
super
the
excited to
Bears
get
got the guy I wanted.
Okay.
As far as
So,
like
John
off-
Mitchell. God damn it, Saints. I hate y'all.
So
Who got
go
missed?
go to the
Oh,
go
they
to the
would
edge
do that.
rushes
They would.
and the offensive
Versus still on the
line.
board.
Okay.
Oh, well,
I
Verse
hear
is
you.
big.
Byron Murphy is gone now, though, y'all.
Where's
Smitty,
Verse?
Smitty, I hear you on that, but let
There
me
he
ask
is.
you.
Verse is still on the board.
Oh,
Yep.
but
Oh,
I
you
forgot.
got
Like
the
I said,
But
like I
Latu
said
is
earlier,
too.
Latu, that's Jimmy Lake's guy. So
I mean, they did.
That-
He's familiar with him. He is
What were you
familiar.
saying,
Right.
Hawk?
We haven't discussed this position at all, and it's a position that we're gonna need to think about, and that's cornerback.
Cornerback.
AJ is
Cornerback,
coming up.
yes.
AJ is coming up. We don't know whether he's gonna. All
Quentin
signs
Mitchell.
that they want to work with him. I'm sure they extend
Quentin
that
Mitchell.
deal so they can take that cap number
Ooh.
down. And then you got the other side. Okuda's gone. Do you really trust Clark to come in that position right now?
Somebody asked
How
that
about
a
a
little bit
Arnold?
earlier.
How about Terrion Arnold?
Man, Terry
I
Arnold.
like
man,
him
he's-
too.
yeah, I
I also
agree.
like
Mitchell,
Kool-Aid.
Mitchell from Toledo's off the board. Mitchell from Toledo.
Yeah,
He
the
should-
Saints.
he is. He went to the
Yeah.
Saints.
So Terry
Arnold
Arnold.
is
That
a
would
little
be
bit
terrible.
underrated.
He
I
deserves
him.
better than New Orleans.
He said that he isn't the most polished cornerback in this class, but his high percentile athletic abilities give him as high a ceiling as any cornerback and man his own schemes. That sounds very
Hey, don't sleep on
Rocky
Wiggins.
Alford to me.
Wow, you just took that off my mind, bro.
Handsy.
Yep.
Very handsy.
Very
They
handsy.
traded up.
More
Very
handsy than a
handsy.
13-year-old at a school dance.
Honestly, I would go
That Cooper
Kool-Aid over
DeJohn
Arnold.
dude, man, he's
Yeah, Cooper
DeJohn, man,
Well,
he's probably one of the most underrated players in this draft.
So the way that I look at it, guys, is that cornerbacks are a dime a dozen. Like there's always that's the position that you have the most. If you watch the draft combine, they have the most cornerbacks every year. That's because everybody's a cornerback. Everybody doesn't have the ball skills to play wide receiver.
Right.
I feel like
Right.
because once again, I'm not trying to go back. I feel like we should get pass rush.
I'm with you.
You traded up
No,
for Arnold.
Yeah, since the
Drafted D'Angelo.
two top offensive
I'm with you.
linemen gone.
Yeah.
I
We
agree
can
with
get we can get corner in the second round.
corner.
DJ Tampa's there, man. That's a guy you could take.
Yeah.
About the corners, as far as like
and
the
I
wide
like
receiver,
Kyrie Jackson on
Nick
day
Wiggins
3.
is the only one that used to play wide receiver.
Yeah.
To see what they did with Arnold, to see how they're trying to probably put D'Angelo Malone more into the mix now with this team, it's possible that you're trying to hit an edge rusher. You're trying to get somebody who can get to the quarterback, who can be a true down edge rusher. I mean, Arnold did a great job, and he's going to continue to grow into this system. And this year, we hope that he's going to do bigger and better things. But you got to reward Jimmy Lake, man. And you didn't trade it back, and you still got some talent on the board at edge rush, bro. Some people are saying Latu because of the connection with Jimmy Lake. Some people say Jared Verse. I'm perfectly fine. I'm with the edge rusher. I just want a defensive player in the first round. That's all. That's all.
Latu has some of those flags too on injuries.
The neck injury is what scares
The
me.
neck injury. He's a walking miracle, man. He was deemed ineligible to play, and look at him now, man. He's getting ready to get drafted. It's crazy.
Yeah, Jimmy
All
Lake
y'all-
had announced that he retired back in college.
Yep.
And fans
Did
are
it bother
kind of
y'all
with the
that Verse
superstitious
put up
too
a
as
lot of
well.
numbers last year?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Did it bother y'all that he didn't put up a lot of numbers last year? Though?
Who?
Jared
Latu?
Verse?
Oh, Verse.
No, Verse.
Verse. That's a good point.
That's a good
That's a
point.
good point.
I mean, he had 11 sacks.
Not
I
11
think
last-
honestly the Falcons like Latu the most. I mean, they're not coming out and saying it, but I think they do.
Okay, 11. Okay, I'm happy.
But hey, 11
You know, I was
sacks.
looking.
I mean,
was looking up
Latu
good
offers you both run support and pass rush, and Verse looks like he's more of that
Yeah, he
run
just.
stopper
They
first
go
before
get
he is pass rusher.
But see,
Yeah.
the thing is, I watched him play. It's like from
He's
what
screen
I
bumping,
saw.
yeah.
Just run right.
What's the
Yeah.
comparisons like to Verse and Latu? Like, what are they compared in the NFL? Like, who are they saying that these guys are?
So they don't give him
compared to
like
what?
a shades
They don't
of.
give
in
nobody.
this
I don't give
one.
them.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I know that they said the cons for Verse. They said he has significantly less power leverage when rushing from a 2-point stand. So he needs that to come off
Be
the ball
standing
off
up.
the hand.
Yeah.
Yes.
Somebody said
Yeah.
Verse is more like a DeMarcus Ware. Is that possible?
That is very
That
possible.
is very possible.
Because
Very possible.
he's like a 3-4
But
under
Ware
guy.
had a lot of moves.
Yeah. They said lateral flexibility shows some stiffness, but I mean, from what I've seen, and this is very very accurate. He's very strong, very good speed to power, violent hands, and I always talk about violent hands all the time.
Yes, sir.
Gotta have them hands.
That
man.
first step is explosive NFL caliber.
Well, the
But
country, we know a Florida State guy. We can just give him a call and ask him.
Hold on 1 second. You know what, too, Lo? Jay Rogers, he came out and he said they wanted big, physical, nasty defensive players up front, right? We're switching more to that 3-4 hybrid. Is there any defensive tackles available? Is like Jair Newton, is he available?
man, I like
Tavondre Sweat
Yeah, he's
could
up
be
there.
another
You give
one.
me Sweat in that
Sweat.
second round. You can take anybody you want.
Jair
Yeah,
Newton.
Sweat.
Yeah,
Like-
Zeron Newton, he's still there.
Oh, Brandon Fisk.
Brandon-
Stuff.
Yeah, that's a reach. That's a big reach right there in the first. He tore up the combine.
Sweat. You put Sweat with this defensive line with Grady and David. I'm talking about it's going to be problems.
He could be had, I think, in the second round, though, right?
I think
Yes.
he's going
That will
second
be
round.
your day two. Might have to move up though, because people gonna go to that day two and say, well, "Who are the best players on the board?" Hey, y'all, there's
Yep.
this guy named
See
Sweat from
him?
Texas. We gotta go
We
get
don't
him.
want to grab him.
We can give that gimme third rounder that we ended up with
Mhm.
and combine that.
that is true.
That gimme third rounder from Jacksonville.
You see, Terry's not going to be afraid to
Yeah.
move up and get these guys. They moved up for Arnold to go get him. They drafted Troy too as well. They see a guy that they want, they'll go get him. And these guys are playing. They're not bench warmers, so they're going to find a way to fit this system well. But Sweat, that tape, man, he's just one-handed. Just get out my way. Get out my way. Just nasty with it, man.
So they said Latu. They said his length is adequate, but not an advantage.
First
First
step
step
is
is adequate. But the thing is about Latu, he's very technical. Like his hands are some of the best I've seen. Quickness.
But that's an indictment against the Pac-10 because I used to see his first step used to be pretty good when I.
yeah,
Pretty good.
yeah.
And his spin move is really good too, man. He's got a lot of counter moves, a lot of good counter moves at that.
Yeah, so
I think this is probably the safest pick at the moment. Then Latu, you
Yeah.
address it. You address the edge position. You know, you can get creative. I mean, if they go NASCAR package, you can see something where Malone, Latu, and Arnold Ebiketie all on the same field at the same time.
We
And
forget
Jack
about
made
Zoe
a
Carter
good
too.
point.
Still got Zoe.
Yeah, Zoe's still in the building, of course.
Jack made a good point. Like that's Jimmy Lake's guy.
Yeah.
It is. You know what I'm saying? They know each other before he moved on to UCLA.
Yeah.
Hey,
All
hey,
right.
Lo. Hey,
Uh-huh.
Lo. Blinken Stitch asked the question, which is kind of good. She said, if we get Chase, are we still going for edge rusher first round? I say yes.
I say
Yeah.
I don't think you can have too many.
Yeah.
I don't think you
Yeah,
can have
still
too
definitely
many.
do it.
You never have enough pass rushers.
Yes.
On there.
Look at what the San
Field
Francisco
goal.
49ers are doing.
Right.
It's like they got down there every pass.
Sickening, man.
If I was Terry, I would just camp out in front of their facility whenever it's time to make cuts because somebody's gonna have to go.
That's tough.
Damn.
So between Verse and Latu, y'all.
I'm thinking a lot.
I'll take Latu.
I think I've
Let's
seen
go
more of
Latu.
Latu this year.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Let's
we're
go
going
Latu.
Latu.
What does it say about Latu with his coverage? Not coverage, like just like if he's not. Let me see. Pass rush rate,
Weakness.
shoot pass rush, snaps, hits. I can barely see the shit.
Okay. What you
Damn.
trying to see?
Snaps by alignment.
Yeah. So
Oh,
he,
okay.
Yeah. So he
Over
lined up
tackle.
outside the tackle
Okay.
most of the time. Yeah. So he lined up like in that
Most of the time.
5 and
yeah.
7 technique.
So
Yeah.
from versus tape 2 as well, he is just a true edge rusher. He doesn't play like no
Versus-
stunts where he's going over there stepping out. Okay,
one
okay, just
gap,
wanna
one
make sure.
gap and go.
One gap and go. Okay.
One gap
All right.
and
go.
Well, perfectly fine with it. I heard it on a podcast the other night. I'm not too big on the college tape right now. I watch a lot of college football, but like digging into the college tape, I'm not too big on that. But then again, it's getting ready to be draft season where I can study this. But I listen to a lot of Berto and of course a lot of other content creators that spend time talking about these college players. But yeah, Jared Verse too as well. Of course, Thomas Country, our good friend, has
Yeah,
mentioned it
Braylon
1,000
Trice.
times.
Yeah, he'll be there in the second round.
It's good to know that we have people here on the panel that study college football players and their tape and what these players are capable of doing.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I just did. I'm sorry, y'all. I just did one.
Did you just draft the punter, country?
Bro,
No,
in the
he
first
just-
round.
There goes the mock. All right, boys.
My
Hey,
bad.
Shador Sanders just
Thank
called
you,
me.
everybody.
Pretty good.
Shadur Sanders, what?
He said Latu is pretty good.
Latu? Shadur Sanders is in the chat. Shadur.
Yeah.
He's in there. He got sacked
Yeah,
3 times.
he
probably.
sacked. Yeah.
Oh, my bad, y'all. I got started. So my apologies.
Oh, wait a minute. What happened?
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
2023 Bucks
I
fans.
Now they
Yeah,
switched him around.
yeah, I accidentally did the
And now Joe Art
One
to the
round.
Giants?
yeah. Like I said, they
Still off the board.
If
So-
y'all think Big Low should put
Oh,
down
the
that blue
Vikings.
jacket,
How y'all doing? Well, we got 7 trade options. Hold on, boy. We got 7 of them trade options.
get that heart out the get that hate out the heart, Uncle Steve.
There it is. There it is.
My bad.
Hey,
All right, so are we trying to trade down again? I'm sorry, y'all.
We got 7 offers. You got to look at every offer.
Yeah, you got 7 offers. You got the Vikings at 11, Broncos at 12, Raiders at 13, Rams at 19, Steelers at 20, and of course the Panthers aren't going to trade with us. And the Giants at 47.
Who's giving up the most?
I mean, so because we could basically
Probably the Vikings. You can get a
worth the
first
trade.
and a second from the Vikings easily.
They don't have
Yeah.
a second.
Yeah, they don't have a second.
Remember, they just traded that to
Oh, they got
Yeah,
2 first.
Houston.
That's right.
Ford.
They got
They
2
got 2
first.
first now, and they gave
So
their
I
second.
take both of those
next
first
year.
round picks.
Is it true the Vikings are probably going to
I take
package
both of
these to
those
move
first
up
round
into the top
picks.
10?
It's a
Yes.
possibility.
Yep.
Because
Let's
they
go
know
with
it's going to
Vikings.
take
So
something
take
like
both
that.
of them.
Yeah, let's go with the Vikings.
They're going to be mad.
No, I'm saying take number
No,
22.
no. 11 and 23. 11 and 23.
Doing low.
You
Yeah,
might not
don't worry
call-
about the one next
Yeah,
year.
they say the trade will not be accepted.
No, that's too
Oh,
much.
yeah. Take
Take the
that,
one
that
off at
first
the
round.
bottom.
Take that first round for next year off.
Yeah, take
You
that.
want
one.
to see petty before you
they
make this
won't take
trade?
that.
Terry says, "Hold on. I want you to
Oh,
I want you guys
well,
to talk to somebody. Hold on. Here, Kirk.
So this will not be accepted.
It's going to facilitate the
That's
trade.
because we still gonna.
Kirk is on the phone. Hey, you guys want?
Oh, damn.
It's good. All right, I got you. Don't
I
worry.
think that's
Get him
because
out
we're gonna
4th
get
round
top
pick.
15.
Jet Jones
Get
said,
him out 4th round pick and see where that works.
Jet Jones said I'm fired, y'all. So.
Our 4th round. Our 4th round, low.
Oh,
Yeah,
nah,
4th
this
round for
is theirs.
us.
This theirs right here, ain't it? Oh, my bad. My bad.
Would have
Yep,
gave up
away
the draft
from
to
the
the
glass. Somebody see if that color done changed the
Nah,
blue.
it's-
What's
No,
going on?
if you do the 11th and that Detroit 129, it might be enough to get it done. Take that Atlanta 4th round out. Because it's the Vikings that is moving up.
Okay.
It's not Atlanta.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like they should give us more than that, though.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Yeah,
fleece them.
definitely.
We're gonna
Yeah.
fleece them.
Fleece them. Go ahead and see what that
23.
gets you.
108.
23, they gotta give us.
Oh, yeah. Yep. 3rd next year. Take it.
Yeah. They ain't gonna have
Take it.
hardly no draft pick.
Look at Vikings fans. Atlanta again? The Falcons?
Yeah.
Don't we play these guys this year?
Can't get rid of them,
Sam
guys.
Darnold?
You
Is
just
that the guy,
can't get
Sam
rid of
Darnold?
them.
Okay, cool.
Oh, man.
All right, so who went? So I see they went JJ McCarthy. That makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes
That
sense.
makes
They
sense.
gave up all of that for JJ McCarthy.
For JJ McCarthy.
Hey, thank you very much.
All right, so
Dang,
I'm
it
proud
happens.
of work we're doing.
are we just going to go with Latu again, or?
I'm
Yeah.
comfortable
Oh,
with
no,
that.
what else we got
Hold
right
on,
now?
hold on, hold on.
Wait.
Yeah,
Hold on.
Hold on.
Quinn,
There's
y'all
a hold
bitches
on in the
board.
there's
There
a
he is.
hold on the
Take
panel.
him.
There's a hold
That's
on.
where I'm
The
going. That's my
Quinn, y'all
pick.
bitches on the
That's
board.
my
now.
pick.
Quinyon Mitchell is
That's my
the
pick.
Yep.
I thought we just said we're gonna rush the quarterback.
Yeah, because I thought we were rushing the quarterback. See, y'all get
Oh,
naked.
but that's
Y'all get naked.
the talent's better now than it was before.
Y'all get naked. See, y'all
Blink
get
is in the
naked.
chat. Like, what's up
Hey,
with
you
the
can blame
quarterback?
Chris
Why
on
we
that
skipping
one.
over a quarterback?
You can blame
Blink
Chris,
wants to know
goddamn
what's
it.
up with the QB in the first round.
Chris. What'd you say, Jay?
Blink wants to know what's up with not taking the QB in the first round. She's in the chat like, what's up with the QB? We're not going
we'll
QB in
get
the
a
first
QB,
round.
not in the
Oh,
first
we're
round.
gonna get a
yeah.
QB.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a
Not in the
QB.
first
We'll get a QB.
You're not in the first round.
Now.
First round.
Not now. Okay, so I
Man,
mean,
I like-
Quinyon Mitchell.
Let's go back with Latu.
Okay,
Let's go back with Latu.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
We'll
let's go back with Latu and
for the
get
sake
it
of
working that
time.
way.
Yeah.
Man,
we know why
Y'all
the
bored.
connections,
Ain't that
the
a
connections with
bitch?
Jimmy
God
Lake. He's
damn.
also a fantastic.
And that
player.
motherfucker had shot up there. Dang, they just took my
Ooh,
man too right
Keon
before.
Coleman fell to the second round.
Yeah, let's look at this real quick. Let's look at the rest of the
Keon
first
might
round.
fall to the
Oh,
third
okay.
because his
Where's
speed.
Sweat?
Price is
Where's
gone.
Sweat?
I was looking
Where's
for
Sweat?
Sweat.
Lance
I was
Lister's
literally
gone.
looking for Sweat.
Give me Sweat now.
Sweat is
Look
not
at
on
that. Look at
there.
the Xavier
Bring
Worthy.
Sweat. Bring Sweat
James
to the
Robinson
Falcons
went
now.
24. Uh-oh.
Sweat.
That's
Uh-oh.
Where?
Sweat.
Queen
Where?
He ain't
Allen.
up there.
No, he ain't
No,
up there.
He ain't
Bring
up there.
Sweat to the
That's your
Falcons
pick
now.
right there.
That's Sweat. You are an Atlanta Falcon day 2. You go ahead and
Oh,
the
yeah.
draft party should be for
But
day
wait a
2,
minute.
not day 1. The draft
Yep.
party at the bench should be for
But
day
wait a minute.
2.
Wait a minute. Blink Stitch just asked about the
Oh,
quarterback. Y'all want to
moving
look
right
at Bo
there.
Nix?
No,
I don't
no,
know. I
no,
think
Bo
it's
Nix over
Penix.
Sweat. How dare you? How
Michael
dare
Penix.
you?
Penix.
So,
Listen
Uncle Steve, let me
here.
borrow the soundboard.
No.
How dare you?
Because Michael
Hey,
Penix,
Penix
Spencer
out
Rattler
there.
still on the
Sweat.
board.
Right.
Man,
now.
Hey,
Michael
Michael Pratt.
Michael
we can
Pratt,
probably
if
get
he's
him
still
later.
there,
Sweat.
go
Jordan
ahead.
Travis, man, I'm
Why
getting one
are
of
we
them two
even
guys
on the
later on.
quarterback page? This is Jack Spademan one time for the fan. Why are we on the quarterback page on day 2? This guy named Sweat.
Oh,
Grady
So-
Jarrett is
so you
turning.
wanna go
so I'm
What
saying,
the
I just
chat
don't want us
say?
to.
Grady Jarrett
Yo,
is
yo,
coming
yo,
off of
that-
Man,
injury.
they got him ranked
Grady
74.
Jarrett is coming
What the
off
chat
of
say?
injury.
What the
Come
chat
on,
say?
Falcons
Y'all let
fans,
us know what y'all
Y'all
thinking.
listen to Jack.
Don't
Y'all
listen
listen
to
to
Falcons fans. There's a guy named
Yeah.
Sweat from Texas.
and we are in a 3-4. We are in a 3-4 this year.
Yes.
You can't make it better than that.
Need that
Look,
space
look,
eater.
look at his
Need that
right.
space
Falcons
eater.
fans,
Look at his
go
schedule.
please watch the tape on this guy. I
Yeah,
promise you
this
everything.
Oh, Sweat.
362,
Sweat is a
and
real
that's a
deal,
lot.
man. He really
Aaron
is.
Donald,
that's a
Aaron
lot.
Donald just retired to open the way for Sweat. I'm telling you.
Is that what it is?
Damn.
Jack, are you getting naked right
Coming
now?
up Aaron Donald.
I'm just
Sweat-
saying.
Are you getting naked
I
right
don't-
now?
I'm just saying. I called Travis Jones from UConn last year. Like Travis Jones would be a perfect fit. I would love to see Travis here. And then you saw what Travis did this season. He was a great talent too as well. But this kid right here, this kid right here, if you're switching schemes and you heard Jimmy Lake say we need to go find a true nose tackle, a true guy in the middle, a plug and play guy, Mr. Sweat, you are a Falcon day 2 if you're on the board.
So they said Sweat has the size that you can't teach.
Yeah.
At his best, he's an impact, versatile interior defensive player, but weight and conditioning will determine
It's all right.
how often
Keep him away
he can
from
be.
the varsity. He good.
It's cool. It's cool. He won't even be living in Kansas.
I mean, is it one of the situations where we want to? All right. So
If we
Cons,
take him,
just like any
saying
other
that-
big guy, just like any other big guy, Cons, he pops out of his stance naturally, so he doesn't stay low because I mean,
he's a
us
big boy.
guys.
Yeah.
The ab, we don't do crunches often.
Mm-mm.
Conditioning
Hello.
will naturally be tough.
Hello.
But
Gee.
I mean, the pros outweigh the cons. Sheer size makes him a tough assignment. Pass rush moves and counters.
Right.
And I'm looking at Grady
Right
and
on
Onyemata on each side of him.
Plus,
That's what I'm looking at.
Grady and Onyemata on both sides of him. Woo.
no, that's gonna be, no, that's
on each
and
side.
he's gonna take 2 people. He's gonna take 2 offensive linemen with him.
Which a couple content
And
creators
you
already
have
mentioned.
Latu
Grady Garrett
and-
getting quadruple teamed.
and Ebiketie
Yes.
at outside linebacker.
What you got?
Ebiketie coming off a strong
Yeah,
season. Now you got team scouting for Ebiketie. Like we got to watch this guy. We got to watch the middle with 3 monsters we have to deal with.
Why not? Why not a quarterback though? Are we putting all eggs all in one basket with Kirk
Day 3.
Cousins?
Day 3.
Birdo's the
Right.
voice of reason.
I'm just saying. I think the most refined quarterback
can
right
go
now
wide
is
receiver
Michael
here.
Penix.
They say he held up against double teams in 2023. Leg
Man.
drive
Held
was
him up.
powerful. In
I mean, do you blame him? Shit, the guy's 6'4", it's 350 pounds. He better hold
But
up.
do you guys feel
60.
think that he's gonna be there in the 3rd round?
That's the question.
Who Sweat?
Do y'all think
I
the
doubt it.
caliber of a
That's
player
the
really
question.
I
gonna
doubt
be
it.
there in the 3rd round?
No.
though?
No, he will
No,
not.
because he could possibly be going at the bottom of the first.
But see,
Yes.
we see this happen.
But we
all
got
the
ammo
time,
to
though.
trade back into the back of the second if he's falling. Ain't
You
gonna
got
get
ammo to
you.
trade up too
Yep.
in the second round day 2. But
If we
Penix
weren't
has to
going
be the
to
pick,
the
man.
Okay,
I
so
wouldn't
so
worry.
what y'all do? So what y'all do? Before we make the pick, y'all gonna pull out a trade to move back up into the second round.
can Penix still fit a team that needs a quarterback right now that can go play? Like Denver needs a quarterback. The Vikings need a quarterback. The Raiders need a quarterback.
Right.
Are those
Raiders-
teams
Raiders
comfortable
right
with
there.
saying we're cool?
Raiders, the
Raiders are
very
next.
next
They
pick.
probably gonna take
Very next
the
pick.
And you see
quarterback.
this right here. They're saying that the Saints need a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Derek Carr's going into the last year of his contract of this 3-year
Right, they
deal.
Nah, he got one
The
more.
Raiders right there, the
One more?
pick right after us, they need a quarterback too.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. You may
Yeah.
see Bo Nix and Penix come off the board right there.
That's
Do
your
you
run right
want
there on
Sweat in
QBs.
New Orleans for the next
Oh,
couple
y'all
years?
see this?
No, you do not want Sweat in New Orleans. for the
I
next
expect
I don't think that
I
happens.
expect that, low.
Man, I hope it doesn't happen.
I expect that.
Hollywood Brown just went
either
over
either
there.
I
him or
expect
Ladd,
that.
either him or Ladd McConkey.
What
I
that mean?
think they still gonna go get
You
wide
you
receiver.
get them 2 speed receivers. Patrick Mahomes throw 55 touchdowns next year.
Hey, is Newbin still up there? Tyler Newbin? Safety
Yeah,
out
he's
of
still up there. I
Minnesota?
said that. Yeah, he
he's
there.
still there.
Yeah, he there.
He's still
Here's
there.
the problem,
Safe.
Falcon fans. You see all this talent
Damn,
on the
bro.
board.
It's
Do you
tough.
see all this talent on the board? Do you see how difficult it is for us to make
I
a
like
decision on a
Devon Bullard in
podcast?
the third.
Imagine what Terry is going through right now in the
Imagine
war
what
room
Terry going through.
with Raheem and these guys. We can get this
Yeah.
guy. He will fit here. And then Jimmy Lake's over there like, Terry, what are you doing? No, we can get this guy. And then Raheem's like, hold on, Book, you shut up. We're going to get this guy. And then,
And then
That's what we're-
Arthur pop his head in like, I like this guy.
and then Kirk Cousins
Newbin-
popping there like, another wide receiver?
Newbin is plug and play, man. Newbin is plug and play.
Man,
Newbin,
I
Newbin,
wouldn't sweat
Newbin
Newbin.
will start
Newbin will
as a
start.
rookie.
Man, but see
Yeah.
that's the crazy thing. Like a lot of these
Him,
guys up here are plug and
Mitchell.
play.
Who's on the field week 1 if you draft him? Is it Newbin? Is it
It's Newbin
Sweat?
and Jesse.
Penix won't be on the field week 1. We know that.
Newbin and Sweat will be on the
TJ
field.
Tampa's still on there though.
Yeah,
TJ
Sweat
Tampa
and
is
Newbin.
another good
TJ,
corner.
wow.
Yeah.
Good corner,
TJ
man.
Wow.
Tampa's a dog.
Yeah,
Uncle
And
Steve-
Chris
Uncle
Barswell
Steve
out of
said-
Alabama too. He
Wow.
could put up some numbers too.
Yeah,
And
Boswell.
You got 3
Yeah,
I like
Alabama
Boswell,
players still in
too.
that market. Yeah.
But Uncle,
Yeah.
Uncle Steve said himself though, like we can't because we like a circle now. We running out of corners.
Yes,
Like Uncle Steve said it.
The crazy thing is,
We are
in
running
March, we're doing a mock, and we haven't seen what the Falcons have finished with their free agency. So they might go get a number 2 corner tomorrow or Monday. They might go get a big time edge rusher. That kind of changes how we look at the draft going to draft night. But for right now, I mean, I'm comfortable taking any player that you guys want. I'm for Sweat in the second round, but you guys have opened my eyes to a lot of these players that I've heard about, and also watched some tape too as well. But that TJ Tampa guy too as well, he's pretty good. The Newbin guy from Minnesota is also pretty good. But then again, Richie Grant, are they going to keep Richie Grant? Is going to be Bates and Richie? It's going to be Helms too as well.
Great.
Yeah, it's kind of like we're trying to see how the Falcons are going to move their roster and how they're going to shape this depth.
Speaking of,
But you're looking
Markel,
at what Jimmy Lake said about getting a true nose, and they haven't addressed that yet.
man, we like Michael Jackson
And-
in the '90s, man.
And where's Chris Jenkins?
Shit.
And where's Chris Jenkins?
That's a third round talent.
Yeah, that's third round talent.
And that's the cool thing about it.
Yeah,
'cause
he's
watching
third.
Berto and
He'll
listening
be
to Berto,
third.
they're giving us names of people that you can go get an interior defensive lineman in
They
the
got him
third
right higher
round.
than
So
Sweat.
go
deep.
get corner in the second. I love watching people's breakdowns of college players at this time because you get to find out more of why they're projected where they are projected.
He look
Sure,
like
yeah, everybody talking about his arms.
Yep.
Everybody talking about that T-Rex.
Yeah. But
Nathan Floyd.
let's circle back right quick to the quarterback position, if I may.
Okay. All right, Berto. All right.
Okay, I'm just saying because okay, Kurt's on that 4-year. That's really a 2-year deal, and out of the quarterbacks to the left, Michael Penix will probably be the next, quarterback ready to take the reins over once his time comes up. Right. The only thing that I feel like Penix needs is to work on his feet, and with 19 QB coaches, they're gonna get his flaws right away, man. They're gonna hone in on that situation. So I say take.
Oh
Michael
boy, we
Penix,
was on
man.
the clock. We was in trouble.
Goodell said, "We'll come back to the Falcons."
For real,
Right,
Sorry,
right,
Antonio.
right. Y'all
You know Atlanta.
what?
They telling Goodell, "Man, hold on, cuz. I told you, hold on, cuz.
Hold on, twin. Hold on, twin. Hold on.
on, man.
Bro.
Goddamn, leave me there 20 minutes, man."
Hey, Lo, you see that where it says complete rate is fine, but true ball placements is inconsistent? That's cat. That man has
Yeah,
that
yeah, that's
beautiful
not true.
deep ball. That's
Yeah.
he probably has the best deep ball sense. Russell Wilson, man, and Russell Wilson, we all know, can throw that ball on a dime.
Now
He's not accurate
You're,
down the
you're
field.
not worried about this right here though,
Nah.
because
He's
by the
old.
time he
24.
comes out, by the time he
Mm-hmm.
will be able to play,
He'll be 26.
he'll be 26
He's
years old.
26.
Hey, 26 and going into his prime.
Hey,
so
but
we'll be
hey,
enjoying that
Bo
success
Nix is
there.
26 now.
I was about to say
Yeah.
Bo Nix.
That-
For real?
that's
Say Bo
why
Nix, Bo Nix pushing 30.
that's why we ain't looked at him.
27, right?
He's 24.
Yo.
24 now.
But okay.
I give anything to be 24 again. I ain't gonna lie though. Shit.
So one
You
thing
never
about the
lie.
quarterback issue, I know fans in the chat are asking about it too as well. From
Right.
what I see, you got rid of Desmond and you're keeping Taylor right now. Taylor
They don't
being
know his
more,
age?
huh?
My bad. Now I was talking about Michael Pratt. I was like, they don't know his age.
Oh, they got rid of Ritter and now they have Taylor Heineke. I don't know if they're still going to keep him, if he's going to be the backup, but let's just say they get rid of Taylor Heineke. Then I can see that Penix move or a quarterback in that round 2 move. But it's like if they keep Taylor, where's the competition battle going to come from? Where you drafting the guy where fans were saying, that's Michael Penix. Why would we even put him over Taylor? I mean, why would Taylor be over him? We want Michael Penix number 2. So if Kirk goes down, something happens, we can bring the rookie in. But then the Falcons are looking at it where they just got rid of Desmond Ritter, a guy that they drafted in the 3rd round. And it's like, are you going to go draft a 2nd round quarterback now or a 3rd round quarterback again? It's kind of difficult to look at because you just got rid of Desmond Ritter. Why don't you just keep him and just develop the guy?
But think about it. You just got rid of Desmond Ritter, who didn't have his own quarterback coach. Now we got like 6.
Right.
Like if you try to go with Desmond Ritter with the Falcons right now, it's like trying to cook spoiled meat. The meat been sitting outside for 2 days. How you gonna cook that meat and make it taste good? It's impossible.
It's impossible.
Damaged goods. Damaged goods.
And that's the good thing about being on this podcast because I see both sides of the argument, right? So I see why a Michael Penix could be that 2nd round pick. He does give you that stability to say, hey, if Kirk goes down, we have a guy that we can develop, put going forward in the future. Fans would be excited. That is perfectly fine. And then fans will look at the other side of the argument where it's like, well, they just got rid of Desmond. Why would they go draft another guy? Let's go get other players. So I see both sides of the argument. So I do, I'm just glad that the Falcons are in the position that they are.
Set up for success. I can tell you that.
Steve, could you hit that Superman chat for me?
Yeah, Travis Preston, we appreciate the $2. The NFL website has Latu's comparison as TJ Watt.
Well,
that's a Superman chat.
Big shout out to Travis Preston for that. That comparison is amazing. And the Falcons passed on
we missed out on because
we
of
passed on the TJ Watt. We cannot pass on another TJ Watt. We can't do it.
Saying.
Yeah.
That's
Just
crazy.
saying.
Well,
Still can't believe we did that.
So 2nd round, what are we looking to do?
2nd round, man.
If everybody's cool with the quarterback situation, Berto, I mean, you called it. I mean,
I would have to go quarterback, man. I would have to. You're drafting for the future. You can't say here and say Taylor Heineke's the future. If something happens to Desmond, to Kirk Cousins.
Oh my goodness.
Lord have mercy.
Sorry, Unc.
Grab me some grief.
So are we in agreement? Are we rolling the dice? I mean, because we was look. See, this is how the draft works. Because we were all talking trash about, oh yeah, we're gonna go in here and go defense heavy, and then all of a sudden, Berto just got naked, got all of us banned for a quarterback. Like here we go.
Hey man, do-rag season's in full effect. Man. So give me.
Hey, he won't Penix, bro.
Okay, well look. That's what we'll do. We're
let's go
Penix for the future.
Lord have mercy, Sweat gonna be gone.
So wait a minute.
Why would you stop, man?
So before we continue,
What?
were y'all
Watch
trying
this.
to trade back up? Before we continue, were y'all trying to trade back up?
we
They're
can.
not gonna do it.
They won't do it, but we can on this podcast.
Go to the next pick after
Maybe-
that. The
The clock
coach.
ran out 10 minutes ago.
Watch Sweat gone the next 5 picks.
I just said the same thing, Jet.
TJ Tampa just got off the board.
That was a player we just talked about, so that's good that we've been talking about that because that's a highly rated player, so that's good to know.
So it's gonna be like
I think he'll go. I think he'll go to Cincinnati. I think he'll go to Cincinnati. But they
You
definitely
got
need a
8
defensive lineman.
picks. If you want to be aggressive, maybe a small possibility that Terry does trade back up in the 2nd, 3rd, or 1st round. You have 8 picks, so you could package something. But cool thing about it is on this podcast, we can do anything we want. We can trade back up to the fucking 1st we want right now. But it's on you guys, man. I mean, do you see anything that's trade value wise good for the Falcons? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, once you knock out your quarterback, then of course defensive line will probably be the next thing. 2 guys that come to mind: Brandon Fisk and Tavonde Sweat. Man, those are the 2 guys right there.
Tavondre,
Yeah.
because he hadn't come off the board yet. So
No,
He
not
hasn't.
sure.
Your guy came off, Braylon Trice.
Yeah, he been
yeah,
gone.
he been gone. So yeah, I want
Which
to try to
interior
trade up.
defensive lineman is still available right now at this point?
Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay,
I
That's the
forgot
wrong
his
one.
name. Yeah. I have to resume the draft. So.
Okay.
Damn, we're being called terrible GMs.
Oh, drinking.
Well, that's the Saints fan.
Giants went Bo Nix this time.
If Lowe would have stuck to Coca-Cola, we'd be in the fourth round by now.
Oh man.
Giants went-
Hey, put this on me now. Hold on. Now.
That shine slowly kicking in too. That shine is
That's
slowly kicking in.
Superman chat.
You're gonna be in here an hour later, like that's a Superman chat, y'all. Thank y'all.
Right.
Oh.
That thing gonna start sounding like Elvis again.
Okay.
Oh,
That's a Superman.
So it won't let me look since it's not our pick. It won't let me look.
Yeah, you're
at
good.
the
You're
player.
good. Whatever we get around to. It's fine.
Okay, all right. What you say?
Blink said we need an O lineman. Where are we drafting that? Yeah.
Brandon Fisk went.
What'd you say?
Oh, okay. I see what it's doing. It's going one at a time.
Yeah. Because I slowed it down just in case we were going to try to trade back up. But I'll just go ahead and go through.
And I saw Chris Jenkins come off the board.
Oh, Sweat just went off the board. Damn.
I told you he was gonna be gone. I knew it.
At dog.
But here's
Rag
the,
man.
here's the
God
cool thing.
damn it.
Here's the cool thing, Berto. If that's a day
Rag
3, and
man.
Sweat
Brandon
drops
Dorless. I
Yep.
hate him.
if
what
that's
you
a
wanted,
day
you
3,
rag
now I
man.
feel better about the
Leggett is
Penix.
gone too,
Mhm.
and Pearsall.
All right, I'll
Now-
give you another guy. I'll give you an edge guy.
What you
Austin
got?
Booker, Kansas State.
Oh shit!
Man,
You go to
nobody
edge.
wants to shoot
This
him.
man went to Kansas State.
This man
Oh,
went
yeah.
to Kansas State.
I feel good about that Penix pick, knowing that Sweat moved back to day 3. That could be a
Yeah.
package you move up to go get day 3.
yeah,
Berto, is it possible if
Mhm.
Sweat drops back to day 3 and you still don't have an interior defensive lineman that they look and say, "Hey, Sweat made it to day 3. Let's go get him now."
Let's go get him now.
There it is.
Now.
Kevin
Now
Brown.
I'm comfortable.
Golly, bro, give us a chance.
Hey, man.
Oh,
Hey,
so-
I'm trying to say everything went wrong when Berto went Penix. I'm telling you.
Oh man.
You see how the
Hey,
chat
bro.
changed once we picked Penix? They said, "You
I'm
know
telling
what?
you.
We're out of here, guys."
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right.
We
You
start
can hate
losing
me if you
viewers.
want.
We don't start losing viewers. God damn.
Hey,
Come
man,
on,
look,
man.
you gotta be real, man.
Somebody gets reported. Somebody gets reported us.
You're
Somebody gets
gonna
reported us.
you're gonna
for the
go.
Penix pick.
You're gonna go 4 years with Kirk, and if something happens, you're gonna rely on good old Taylor Heineke. I doubt that, sir.
You have Jack
Doubt
Spade.
that.
You're just not calling the guy. That's the
Oh,
problem.
that's what it is.
Right.
That's what it is. We had seen
calling
Jack
him, man.
Spade run a breakneck 40. We
Guess
haven't
what?
seen that.
Country better tell him there's a game coming up where you might see it.
You might see it.
You might see it.
I don't know if y'all heard about it.
Vaughn Baker out there, huh?
Flag football content creators.
Yo, man,
Flag
that
football.
Are
was
we
so
doing
awesome.
something big coming up for the
Man,
summer,
I'm
y'all?
telling
Go
you
ahead,
right
get
now,
your get
man,
your
I'm
get your
going
cleats ready,
10-15.
A1. Let's see your game, A1. Let's see your 40, A1.
Hey, we can
He
do it.
looks like a shutdown corner, though. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm gonna lie. Hey. No fly zone
You
over there.
talking
baby.
about the safety
Are you
position?
defense or offense more so? What would you say, A1, if you're on?
I would-
what's
I
that?
Oh,
would-
I want to play defense all
You're
day
on
long.
defense?
I'm ready.
A1, I'm looking
Yeah,
for a
yeah.
corner. I'm looking for a corner, A1.
He's a
We get
corner
to
all
chat
day. You ain't
about
putting
this.
his ass on the line.
Hey man, I ain't gonna lie, and I like to get in the run game too. I just want to hit somebody.
Hey, we playing a little flag football, man. I need a corner, man. Talk to me now. We chop it up, A1.
Hey man. I was
I'm
just saying
over
that
here
my,
recruiting.
my back,
Hey,
my
hey.
back pedal and my hips is very fluent. I'm telling you.
Hey, our brother Antonio Henderson, man, thank you for joining the stream. As I always say to everybody, to be cordial, but goddamn, he said y'all get fired on your day off.
That's
That's what it's all about, man. Talking Falcons football, man. We
I love
this.
it, man. I love it.
That
ain't
is
trying to
who
get
they took in
fired
the
on
second
the day
round.
off.
Penix.
Yes, sir.
Berto took Penix in the second round.
Uncle Steve took Penix in the second round.
Berto, don't be putting that on all of
Those
us.
boys threw Berto on the butt. Berto took Penix. I don't know what y'all talking
Hell
about.
yeah, you got to by default. You got to.
It was everybody's mock draft till Berto took Penix.
You can hate me. I don't give a damn. Took Penix.
Let me tell you something. Berto called me when I was at work one day and said it's Kirk Cousins, and I know why. And I sat there for a whole hour and listened, and then it's Kirk Cousins a month later. So I trust Berto. I trust Berto.
You gotta trust Berto, man.
The man said I
Oh,
stood
man.
for a whole hour.
Yeah,
and
trust
Birdo kills off those Ryan Pace vibes.
Oh,
Here we go with the Ryan Pace.
Oh Lord.
Can somebody mute? I'm gonna do a super chat.
Oh, no.
Let's go back 3 years ago. I can almost guarantee you Berto picked Jalen Mayfield.
Hey man, hey, who's the wide receiver?
Oh, I'm really excited about Michigan guard.
What the wide receiver looking like?
Oh man, Malachi Corley's
Oh.
on the board.
Damn,
That's where I'm going, baby.
the hell with you where you're going? How's that?
Hey man, I'm going to the top, baby. Without a do rag too.
So mind you,
Malone
everybody in the chat, they were talking all this big bad talk about going defense. Mind you now, everybody's like, oh man, we going defense heavy. And you see how the game changes.
That was Chris Tipmore.
It was not me.
I was
not
on the
me.
defense heavy train.
I was with
before Michael Penix was selected in the second round. I mean, don't forget, I said I was feeling better about Sweat making it to the third. Penix is selected. Now we're going wide receiver in the third. It's like, well, we can go with these offensive
I'm
players.
just saying, you went Penix.
Penix got to throw to somebody, right?
Well, we ain't gonna be able to stop a nose leak, boy, fooling with y'all.
Jimmy Lake in the background, like, man.
Jimmy
One
Lake,
year,
like,
guys.
I guess I'm just gonna,
1 year and
Jimmy
I'm
Lake said, I guess I'm getting out there.
Y'all messed up my GM audition. I'm sorry, Mr. Blank. I'm sorry.
It ain't that.
Jimmy Lake gonna be over there. Can you play DB? Can you play?
It's always one sport. It's always one bag.
Hey, low. This is the rough draft mock draft.
Oh, okay. It's a rough draft.
Yeah, it's rough.
It's rough. It's rough.
Oh,
Now, mind
Now,
you,
over there
mind you,
watching
we got
like these guys are something else. Hey, look at these guys.
Does it show our grade as of right now? What's our grade right now?
we don't have a grade. That's
Joy
right
said we
now.
get an F minus.
Daniel Jeremiah is ripping us up right now.
damn.
So
Daniel Jeremiah.
remember, guys, we
That
got the
was Daniel
74th.
Jeremiah.
We got the 74th and the 79th. So remember that.
Yo, RJ, you ain't right. Somebody boot RJ.
Y'all getting a Z
Well,
from me. Just putting everybody to sleep. Damn, RJ.
Somebody boot RJ now.
say RJ. All right.
RJ in the chat like, wait, but hour 40 minutes in the third round, cut.
Damn, bro.
All right. So what y'all trying to do? 74 feet.
I told you, man, I'm taking Malachi Corley.
Smitty said he got somebody.
Who you got, Smitty?
My guy off the board, Javon Bullock. So
Yeah.
y'all go ahead.
Go down.
Yeah, man.
Who's that coming down the track?
I like Kyrie Jackson. He's a little slim, but if he bulk up a little bit, I think he would be a good pick.
Buller's on the field week 1.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
Now, Uncle Steve said earlier that we do need a cornerback. Mind you, we got the next pick in 4 more picks.
We do.
So,
Yeah, just go.
Who
cornerback.
is your
That we
defensive
need,
lineman
yeah.
still available? Who is your defensive tackle still available? Anybody out there that shows any type of Sweat vibes?
All of them
Michael Hall
going.
name. Michael Hall and Leonard
Michael Hall.
Taylor III would be my next two.
Michael Hall. Yeah, Leonard Taylor.
Michael Hall ain't going to be no nose tackle for you.
Nah,
Nope.
he'll be a 4-3 defensive tackle.
Yeah.
But still, he can play a 3-4 end.
That kid Christian Boyd is pretty good too. But let me shut up, man. Let me shut up before I get dragged and be like, oh, it's your fault, damn it. Oh,
You know it's all love, Berto.
Berto, it's okay.
y'all do a great job at finger pointing, goddammit.
It's already too late for you, brother. So it's okay.
Oh man.
Oh, man.
But get your Penix jersey.
Thank you, I will.
Right.
You gotta get that thing.
Pull out your do-rag.
These weights are popping, bro.
Berto gonna be coming in the game with the purple do-rag.
Oh shit. Purple's a dope color though. I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't mad
That
at
purple do-rag is clean, though. It is
Shoot.
clean.
Inactive for
ain't
the 10th
bad.
week
So-
in a row. Michael Penix. Inactive.
I mean,
All
like,
right.
you know. Gotta be a level of etiquette that we do on this podcasting thing right now. And you're getting in etiquette, my friend.
Telling y'all, man, go ahead and get Malachi Corley, then go ahead and get Vince.
So McKinley Jackson, I remember this kid. They said that he's the slippiest 330 pounder that you've ever seen. Well, they've never seen me. But the cons are he gets moved easily by double teams, which we missed out with Devondre Sweat. He said he plays on the ground too much, which means the front of his jersey gets dirty a little bit too much. Bull rush has a nice push due to quickness, but does not sustain displacement. So sounds like he's just big and soft.
He's a teddy bear.
Yeah, he sounded.
I'm just staying away from that area now that we've, covered some other. I'm probably going wide receiver. That Corley pick. I'll take one more. A speedster. You got to load Kirk Cousins up. He's throwing the ball 30, 40 times a game. Receivers running in and out. Brandon Rice is there too as well. So it's kind of like the up and up.
Flip a coin.
We addressed the corner already. I mean, Smith, you said Bullard, right?
Not Bullard.
Bullard was a safety.
Safety.
He gone anyway.
Yeah,
he gone.
Tough, man.
All right, we're gonna go with Malachi Corley.
All right. I'm cool with that.
Y'all doing all that big talking, boy. Y'all dog.
Now let's go defense. Ooh, Max Milton.
Max Milton. Yeah. Max Milton is the physical kind of corner we need.
But he's like 6. Okay, 6 even.
Yeah, he's physical though.
Strong awareness and anticipation and off coverage. Fluid hips like A1. Quick control footwork, which leads to solid stop and start ability in space. They said that he doesn't seem as fast when running with outside receivers vertically as he does with triggering downhill. But that wouldn't be that much of a problem in our scheme since we'll be running a good bit of cover 3.
I was gonna say that sounds more like a zone guy.
Yeah, experience and press, but better when he plays off coverage, specifically as an outside cornerback.
Yep,
so,
zone guy.
Yeah. So are we in agreement going with or was there someone else that y'all want to look at?
At this point, we running up to the desk. we gonna lose the pick. All
right, let's go, Max Milton.
That's a good draft pick right there, man.
Oh man.
It's good seeing people in the chat know about Max Milton and some of these names too as well.
Yeah,
I got a question.
Yeah.
What you got?
We know Bijan gonna be the guy. Tyler Algier number 2.
Wow.
But Tyler Algier going to his 3rd year.
Coach Rody, what you
Call him out.
Can I give Coach Rody a little bit of rock with you with that one? That's
talk to you. I want that super chat.
This is great.
Shout out Coach Rody.
Shouts out Coach Rody, man. Shouts out Coach Rody.
That might be right though. Let me see that glass again.
It's the same. It ain't went nowhere.
Yes, it did go somewhere. It started up there at that top rung.
No, it did, huh? I'll never put that much in there.
I do have to give a big shout out country to Coach Ronnie. The Tennessee party. Remember when we had the Tennessee situation?
Yes.
We was out there at almost 2 a.m. at the Airbnb talking about how we can get all the details set up with the guy. And Coach Ronnie was in there helping us out. Like, this is what you guys need to do this. And then the London situation too. So big shout out to Coach Ronnie for all the help that you've done for us here too as well.
Thank you for everything that you do with Big Low Country Sports. Thank you so much. Now, we forgot.
But as I was saying, I'm looking at the running back position, man. We got the 1 and 2, but Tyler Algier going to his 3rd year, and we don't even know if we're gonna resign him. So this will probably be a good spot for a running back because we got to look towards the future. And why not get another guy that can probably catch out the backfield, maybe with some speed. So I like Braden Allen a lot. 20 years old, have time to grow. That would probably be my guy right there.
Wisconsin running backs run a lot, though, don't they? They always come out.
Well, I mean,
but Jonathan Taylor ain't missed a step. Jonathan Taylor Still one of the top running backs in the league.
He had
Yeah,
181
that might be
carries
it.
last year, 230. The year before that, 185. I mean, which ain't
Big,
too bad.
big shout out to Carl Thomas in the chat. He said running back, nah. Also looking at the Falcons, they drafted Bijan, they drafted Tyler. I can see them drafting another running back. They've had success with drafting running backs the past couple years. It's very much possible that in the later rounds they can go get their guy. I mean, Tyler is a gem
Ooh, oh my
that they
God.
got. Bijan was an early round gem that they got. Now you can get a mid-pack guy. With these 8 picks, you can go in so many different directions, but you're going to find positions that you need to be filled on draft night.
Good
Where's
gracious.
who's on the
6'2" guy,
line right?
a
That boy
6'2",
is
240 guy running the 4.4 40.
that boy
That's
is
kind of
sick.
Wait,
That boy is
I'm sorry. You said
245?
6'2", 240?
Yes, he
Yep.
runs. Yes, he's
240, bro.
Oh, you talking
4.4.
about goal line situation? You talking about line them up and putting through?
Damn.
Come on,
Pretty much
Very
walking
good
in the end
linear
zone.
athlete,
Come
short
on, man.
size.
I remember them TJ Duckett days where it was
Oh,
like boom, boom,
There it
boom.
is. Yep.
Yeah.
Brandon Jacobs style running backs punishing.
What about
Yeah.
as far because we got back-to-back picks? Who else is out there for the line, like offensive line?
I would look at that. You haven't filled Hennessy's backup, right? Have you? I mean,
No.
Bergeron.
No, you ain't did none of that.
Yeah, look at that guard spot too. They could go guard in the draft too as well. The cool thing about it is the Falcons drafted a lot of players that actually played and had impact on this team.
Mhm.
So they can go in the draft and say, we can go draft these guys. We're doing a good job scouting. Terry, I'm a man. That's where the grade of when we did the grade at the beginning of the show. That's why Terry automatically gets the B already because he has done a phenomenal job with
Man,
this team.
shouts out to the Dixon Wade. They coming through with the raid.
Hey.
Shouts out.
Yeah.
Right.
Dixon
All right.
Wade.
Dixon
Hey man, them
Wade,
Hawks
Wade.
better be doing something.
Larry,
Need them
come
Hawks
save
to
us.
do something.
Berto's drafted a quarterback early.
Oh
Save
my
us.
God.
Come save us, Larry.
Oh man. That's unbelievable.
Dave,
I
Berto.
left you alone. I left you alone.
Berto. You know what
Yes,
this
sir.
draft is doing? You know what this draft is doing, Berto?
No, I don't.
Free falling.
Oh man.
It
Oh
started off
man.
good.
I love it.
So,
That was funny.
was there anything we have in mind? Because I mean, I feel like we should. Cam Smith is still on the board.
Cam Hart.
I'm sorry, Cam Hart.
Yeah, I was looking at that myself. Who else is on there, by the way? Cam Hart. Who else is down there? Cooper.
Is Don BB son?
I don't know.
Oh, that's a good question.
Son or grandson? Don Beebe was a long time ago. Wasn't
Yeah, that was a long
Yeah,
time
they probably
ago.
grandson.
Yeah,
Grandson.
probably grandson.
it? That's a good little while ago.
But Cam Hart, I mean, he's that prototypical guy for this scheme. He's 6'2", 207.
Yeah.
Very fluid, real
Right.
good cover 3-corner, real good length. Once again,
Oh,
just like the last guy that we took, he don't have that long speed is concerned. But I mean, think about it. You got Jesse Bates and potentially another good safety behind him. He could do some things.
Yeah, I was gonna say that Cam Hart's probably a better safety than corner, but I ain't gonna say too much because then I don't want to get thrown under the bus.
No, I mean, I
Yeah,
actually like that notion. I actually like that notion that he is possibly a safety.
I ain't messing with y'all.
bless your heart, Uncle. Bless
Boy,
your
it
heart.
ain't no safety out there that's
Bless your
like
heart.
before, right? It's no actual safety out there right now, right there now, right?
Nah. And one thing that we do know is that Raheem Morris, he comes from the school of Dan Quinn. Like he'll change your position in a heartbeat. But the boy is still out here.
Tyreek
Boy,
Smith.
still
he's
out
beautiful.
here.
Ooh, I ain't gonna lie to you. Ooh,
Tyke
hold
Smith
on.
was a turnover machine.
Mhm.
Boy, still out
Yeah. Dang, that's
It
tough.
was.
He's small.
He's
though.
very
5'10",
aggressive.
But he's
Bob
a
Sanders
baller.
2.0. Bob
That's, a,
Bob
Sanders
that's a
Sanders.
good
all over
comparison.
again.
If you're saying Bob Sanders,
I
need
sure
Bob
did. Bob Sanders, man.
Yep, I used to like Bob Sanders too.
phenomenal in the NFL. A player that a lot of people don't even speak about no more that much. But yes, he was a true talent in the NFL. So give me a Bob Sanders.
A 5'8" linebacker. That's all he was.
Yep, 5'8" linebacker.
All right, let's go with Tyke Smith.
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Let's go.
Who's that coming down the track?
Sorry for the Tech fans in the chat.
All right, what else we think?
Your boy still there if y'all want to go that running back.
We didn't take no defensive. We
Trey
didn't take
Benson,
tackle,
Trey
right?
Benson from Florida State.
Yeah.
Thomas is somewhere getting naked right now.
Thomas is probably listening like they said. Florida State. I'm up. Y'all gonna add me to the podcast or what?
What noise is that, Berto? What in the world?
Oh, man.
What in the world? Chill out, Berto.
Well started again. Here we go.
Don't take him nowhere. I don't told y'all that.
Oh, man. Man, we're gonna look. Hey, man, we're gonna look at these halfbacks and stuff like that. Most of them are undersized right now, minus Braylon Allen. I mean, in free agency, what's his name? Guy from Kansas City, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I think he'll look fantastic in this offense as a third down pick, man. I really
does he want more money than Allen?
Man, I don't think he can call the shots, man. He's been hurt and he's only had really one productive year.
And that was the Super Bowl year.
And that was that Super Bowl year, man.
So
I take a flyer on him.
Is it time to get a Punisher at running back? You're a big boy, 6'2", 6'3" guy, like you said, 220 something pounds, 240. Toting what? What was his 40 time?
4.4.
A 240-pound running back running 4.4.
That's why he's compared. That's why he's compared to Derrick Henry.
And you're adding him in the mix of Bijan and Tyler to help with Kirk Cousins to get Kirk Cousins from dropping back so much. Man, first of all, you already seen what Bijan and Tyler can do. But if you add this guy to the mix anywhere in that 5 yard to goal line, what?
And with this pick, I'm thinking about the future, man, because like I said with Tyler, man, depending on what his number gonna be, you'll still have that bruising back to go along with your speed back. So, and then think about this too. We just lost Cordero Patterson, same exact size.
Yes. That's the next point I was getting ready to make. Smitty, man, I see why you got the 10K. You always dropping facts in here, man. It's real because that size is what you kind of need. You got Bijan, who's elusive. He's quick. Tyler is more your bowling ball. He's going to break tackles and keep it moving. But then you got this guy that's 6'2", 240 running fucking 4.4, bro. Like, get this guy out here in a team. We need another running back. Come on. We need another running back. I'm for that pick.
Let's run it. Good.
Berto mentioned all the other running backs being undersized. And you already have running backs in that same build, and then you're going to get a guy that's going to be standing over Bijan and Tyler as a rookie? Like, come on, man.
Uh-oh. Well, you know what? I would have said Jordan Travis, but I'm sorry.
I would have went Jordan Travis.
I don't care where you would have went. I don't care where you would have went. I don't care where you would have went.
We got a quarterback.
Berto looking at his tennis pick like, stop talking about quarterback, guys.
Why would we mention quarterback?
But before we go on, y'all please go check out my NFL draft profile on Braylon Allen if y'all need more context as to why I picked him. So y'all go to my page right now, check out that draft profile, and tell me what y'all think.
Definitely.
So Smitty, you're watching this like they better not be going anywhere else other than Braylon Allen at this point right now.
No. That's exactly where I had him pegged at.
Okay.
3rd round, 4th round, somewhere in there.
That's good.
And the only reason he's falling that far is because his age. Probably he's just 20 years old.
Nah,
he just turned 20.
I want to reward Smitty.
Right,
that boy still
how the Falcons
like
are rewarding
powder.
their coaches.
That boy still smell like baby powder, and he 245.
Huh? Baby powder what?
He still smell like baby powder. Yeah. He
just turned 20.
Yeah,
he just turned 20.
That's a big.
I don't know nothing about Logan Lee, but I always know them
Iowa boys.
Yeah,
they get after it.
They get after it. They do.
6'5", 291.
About the same size as
flip truck
Babs.
tires all day.
Yeah.
Can you look at Christian Boyd right quick?
Of course.
Please, thank you.
He's
a defensive tackle.
Still there?
Yeah, he's defensive tackle, Boyd.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, he's still there.
Ooh.
Ooh, shit.
Man, it's solid.
We got an 80.
How many trucks can you pull? 50. Sign them.
So he's 6'4". So
We got one, boys. I was like, what you gonna do?
that could be your nose tackle. Okay,
Space
and the
Eater.
crazy.
And we got Grady late. I'm just saying.
Exactly. He played in the A and the B gap.
And a B.
Yeah, so he a true nose tackle.
No, I may like old boy.
I'm gonna have to do some research on this one.
Go right ahead.
Christian.
Why anyone do that? I think old boy be good here.
Chris, man, look, man. Chris, goddamn.
All right.
You feeling good about Christian boy?
Get him fitted and sign him on up.
All right. I'm eager to see what this grade is going to be. This is going to be.
I'm gonna get blamed for it.
If it's a C or lower, I'm blaming Uncle Steve. So.
Oh no!
Right.
If this
Uncle Steve
draft
ain't
somehow
saying
comes
nothing.
away with a grade of C or lower,
Steve
we're
was
looking at
done
the
when
panic
the
pick.
glass
It's the
got
panic
half
pick.
full.
Oh, hold on, Mafia, you getting a little sideways with that one right there.
What's that?
Este borrado simulado es basura, lambón. Wow.
No
That's
mommy's
it.
way.
Hey, I know that little bone
Come
probably
on, brother.
must be somebody's ass or something.
Damn, Mafia, what did we do, man?
That's where.
We just having fun, bro.
Gerdo, is that where we're supposed to respond with "no mommy's way"? Is that how you say it? No mommy's way.
No, there's plenty of
Nah,
other
dog.
ways you could go in that one, but very respectful, man.
Brendan Jackson, that Brendan Jackson kid, he gonna be a steal for somebody. That dude can get after the quarterback.
Mm.
I
Look
saw
at
that
Look at
Washington
rating
game.
by games right there. Man, this kid.
Yeah, I saw that Washington game. He was getting after it, man.
79, 79, 71, 77, 72, 81, 80, 77. Hey, this kid, yeah. You guys got some good analysis on these college players, Berto and Smith.
I'm looking at this Hurries, right? 26,
Yeah.
31, 23.
Yeah, he can get after the
getting after him.
quarterback.
Getting after him.
Yeah.
All right, let's go with him.
Remind me of Bud Dupree.
Ooh.
Trey One Smooth said the definition of what?
Too
Too many
cheese.
chefs in the kitchen. This mock is cooked. Glad no alcohol is allowed in the war room.
We don't know what's allowed in there.
Alcohol was snuck in here.
First of all, it's a situation where, like I say all the time, it might be alcohol, it might be moonshine. Y'all don't know what this is over here, so you know what they say about people who assume.
If it ain't got no bubbles in it, we know exactly what it is.
There we go.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Falcons get their guy day one and they all go celebrate by having some, a drink or two. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. You got the guy, you're looking at the future. You might go win it big this year. The team is coming together. People are excited about that. And sometimes, alcohol does add to it, But I guarantee they won't be doing that on draft night. No, not as the pick is being made. No. But afterwards, behind closed doors, you never know.
Never know.
So what we think
Mafia,
about-
man, we love you, man. Thank you, man. We appreciate that, buddy.
We didn't get the running back yet. Is it going to be Brandon Allen?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, we already have
Hey, now that makes it sound even worse. Lumped.
Man, what the hell
Hey.
my boots at?
I'm trying to tell you.
That's
Get your
Blinken
boots
State. Is
on.
that her little self from Twitter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's her
Yeah.
little self from Twitter. I'm looking at the picture like that looks familiar. She looks familiar. She gets a bunch of Halo board time too as well. She's always on the
Yeah,
Jungle.
she's
Oh
always
yeah,
on.
she always
right,
on TV.
Always.
Yeah.
Damn, Smitty.
Can't help it, man. She be bringing that energy.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
crazy
man.
looking at these games. Look at all these games. Look what happened against Ohio State.
Sure, not good against elite talent.
Ain't nothing happened. But the thing about it is he's not going to be the number one guy.
And his highest grade was against UMass. That's
That's
sign.
pretty bad.
Any good linebackers left?
I ran for 700 yards and threw for
Who
3.
the hell is this guy? Hunter?
But you also got to think, though, it's the 6th round. But look at his experience. 2021, he played tackle, played guard in 2022, and played.
Oh, he
center in
versatile.
2020. Yeah,
Yeah, they love them kind of people.
Yeah, they do. They
And he
do.
only gave up 3 sacks his whole career.
Damn.
Wow.
Hey, now
what
that's
by nature?
deal,
What is he
bro.
getting drafted as? A guard?
Center.
A center?
Yeah.
Don't they have what's the kid from last year? He didn't get no shine too. Was he a
New
center
Zeal, they
guard?
re-signed New Zeal.
New
Oh,
Zealand.
you
What
talking
about
about
Gwen?
Javon Gwen?
Javon Gwen.
Yeah, Gwen.
Yeah.
We still got Gwen. We still
Have
got
we-
Schaefer.
Have we seen Schaefer yet too as well? Like this guard
No.
spot. Are
Nah,
these-
we ain't seen Schaefer.
Okay,
No,
okay.
Yeah, we seen Schaefer a little bit in like preseason. He
Preseason,
Oh
but not
yeah,
regular season.
yeah. That,
Yeah,
You know, he ain't hitting no. He ain't hitting the field though.
Yeah.
This
They
Hunter
supposed
guy
to
from
just
Penn
take a
State seems
linebacker.
pretty decent.
We still got Vrabel, Taylor.
Yeah.
I agree with Nathan. Let's look at the linebackers because we're gonna need some backups.
We definitely need
Because
some linebackers.
3-4.
we definitely need some
3-4.
middle
That's
linebackers.
Yeah, that's our thin position. for real.
Did we ever take any offensive linemen?
No, we didn't.
Okay. All right.
We took
Y'all-
Penix.
Y'all can get y'all can get Kirk Cousins killed. Poke Cuzzo.
We got to protect.
Hey,
Uh,
Cuzzo gonna have to.
Y'all didn't want to listen to me. Y'all didn't want to listen to me when I said take an offensive lineman in the beginning. Damn it.
How do we protect Penix? How do we protect Kirk Cousins?
We did.
Take a quarterback in the second round.
Take him.
The draft started over though.
You need a
You were gone.
future QB. Signing Kirk Cousins does not alter your plans at the spot.
I said everybody been
That's
blaming
true,
me.
though.
Everybody
That's
been
true.
accusing me of drinking this whole time. I take Birdo.
Oh,
yeah, Burger hand been sliding to the left over there the whole
Exactly.
show.
Exactly.
Oh,
You heard just a while
Move
ago.
over to the
Draft the QB.
I believe in our future,
Oh,
damn it.
man.
Oh man.
That's wrong with that.
These linebackers
You know,
look good.
we in win now mode though, right?
We in win now.
I ain't the
goddamn
only
right
I'm
we
gonna
are.
be honest, man. The only linebacker that I've studied the whole time is Edrin Cooper, man. I really like that kid, man.
Yeah,
I think he gonna
he was
be a
going
nice
in the
talent
first
at the
round.
next
Yeah,
level.
he was going real early.
You were going
Yeah.
like first
Oh
round.
man. Hey, Low, Trevin Wallace is a sleeper. Kid out of Kentucky.
Oh, where?
Right there.
Oh, Wallace.
Give him time. Just give him time. Yeah, I know the grades don't look that good, but he tested real good at the combine, man, and
Yeah, he did.
Nah,
he
was
really
a
did.
Okay. Okay.
Quite a few yellow birds.
Yeah, give him time. Give him time. Hey, at this point, you're not drafting any starters. At this point,
Yeah,
drafting
yeah,
pieces.
Yeah, these are practice squad / special team players back here.
Yeah, absolutely. Damn, I ain't supposed to be at work at this time. 10:30 at night for 10, whatever the hell time it is. 11 o'clock.
Who was that? Who was that? Who is this?
Uncle D had quite a
Who is
few.
Curtis
Yeah,
Jacobs.
Tyron Smith got a deal 1 year up to $20 million.
20 million, bro. I
What?
seen that. I was like, whoa.
Golly. All right, so
Looking at the linebackers that's available, like the inside linebackers available in the free agency, it's tough. Who's available? So I think the Falcons definitely.
Yeah, a
will
lot
be
of
drafting
these,
a linebacker.
guys, man, they
Yeah, I
gonna
can
probably
see
be
that.
undrafted free agents.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
You got Denzel Perryman right now, Zach Cunningham, Shaquille
Oh,
Leonard,
man,
Quan
Zach
Alexander. That's still available inside linebacker, but I can see the Falcons making a move in the draft for a linebacker. That
I
this
can
is
see that.
Yeah,
a lot of these names.
Well,
I
are
think
pretty
Quan
expensive.
Alexander coming off Achilles too.
Yeah.
This guy's legit. He's pretty
Yeah,
good.
Nathaniel Watson.
Yeah.
He's
I,
pretty
Yeah.
good.
I actually seen a little bit of tape too on him. But
Yeah.
still, though.
So are we looking at going linebacker or
Yeah.
okay?
I
Don't
can
take
see
my
that.
guy. Just don't take my guy. God
Is
forbid.
Sweat still on the board? Is Sweat still on the board by any chance?
God
Is
damn
Sweat
it.
still on the board? Or his brother?
Yo,
Where's Luke McCaffrey?
Or his neighbor?
where's Dave?
All of them go.
Hey man, the good thing about this is
I think Neighbors going the first round.
neighbors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Jack,
think
you
Neighbors was going in the first round before we
Jack.
even got to us.
Oh,
Jack, you knew he was
I
going.
do.
Jack.
Hmm.
You knew he was going.
That Cody Schrader kid, man. I know we got a running back, but that dude gonna he a Christian McCaffrey type running back.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Smitty,
He
you
was,
want another running back?
offensive- No, he was offensive player of the year. I was just saying he was offensive player of the year in the E SEC.
damn, Chris, you just
I'm
coming
like
at everybody tonight, Chris. God damn.
I like
I ain't did nothing.
I like
thought
this
you
center.
leave the other one that's drinking.
I'm gonna go with this center,
Nah,
y'all. I
I
really
ain't
like
drinking,
his.
man.
I really like how he played
Why
pretty
not?
much every
Go ahead,
position,
Mo.
so I'm gonna roll with it.
Yeah, he was consistent
go.
on the
Man,
back half
plug
of the
him in.
schedule.
Mm.
All
Man,
right,
plug him in.
Camp battle between him and Gwen is gonna be great.
Yeah.
Let me see that Alberto
Yeah.
get us an F.
So we didn't
Here we
have
go. Why the fuck am I getting blamed for this goddamn try? It was a
Here
collaborative
we go,
effort.
boys. Here
we
we
got a
go.
B
Here we
plus.
go.
Got a B
Well, would
plus.
you guys look at Michael?
What I just say?
What was the Penix? What was the Penix pick?
Excuse
What was the
me.
Penix
That
pick?
is an
What
A.
was
Thank you
got
so
an A.
much.
it?
Got
A for
an
the
A?
Penix.
Phoenix was an A.
Which dropped us? The Brandon Allen?
a
Yeah,
lot.
Yeah,
Braylon
that's
Allen.
crazy.
Brandon
first-
Allen, Smitty. Not playing.
Hey, but
Okay,
hey,
so look. The
I bet
first
he
pick,
put up numbers.
the first pick, they gave us a C plus. They looked at us and said,
Latu.
"Y'all got
Yeah.
it wrong already."
Yeah.
Like y'all went Latu. He said y'all went Latu. Look at old Malachi.
Well,
Why-
they know Matt
why-
Rubio quarterback did.
going
That's
around
the
the
only way we
board,
get an A.
Why do we get a C plus for Latu going around the board? What was the what was
I have no
the
idea.
thought?
Health. Health. I guarantee it's probably
Yeah,
health.
it's probably health.
Yeah.
That neck and that heart, I guarantee it's probably health.
Yeah.
And you know, it'll probably still a quarterback on the board in the first round, and they feel like we should go quarterback first.
Or a wide
Somebody in
receiver.
somebody put in the comment about Anderson, Sundita Anderson, Grambling State. I think it's go up a little bit more.
Did he shine at the HBU combine? Is it the kid that
Yes,
shined at
he
that
did.
HBU? Yeah, I've heard about that.
Bro, oh my God.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know
he
what he
probably-
reminds
he
me of?
go-
Randy Gregory, he reminds me of. He just doesn't
Yeah,
have the
he'll
numbers.
probably a fifth, sixth
Oh
round
my
pick.
goodness, man.
Shouts out Grandizer. Yeah.
Yep,
That's a,
Grandizer, absolutely.
Mm,
man, yeah, that's a that's a good look.
damn.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I had look. It took
To
forever.
come away with a B plus after all this, that's pretty good.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's pretty
Wait,
good.
hold up. Let me highlight this to
Oh,
get a
God,
B
here
plus
goes-
after
here
a
goes
Michael
Bird with
Penix.
the Penix pick up.
I mean, you know,
Here we go.
goddamn.
Here we
Yeah.
go.
Birdo,
Hey,
Birdo,
man, I'm
make
just
your
happy
victory
about
lap,
Corey
Birdo.
I was-
and Wilson. I'm
I was
good.
the bad guy for taking
Make
Penix.
your victory
I'm
lap.
sure.
I'm good.
Because if I'm not mistaken,
No, really,
Birdo,
all
that was the
y'all was
highest
the bad
grade.
guy.
That was the highest grade, Birdo.
Dum, da-dum.
That's a Superman pick.
Blink said this draft has been brought to you by
Thank you.
Oreos.
The Oreos
and
and popsicles.
And yeah,
Oh,
Oreos and fruit snacks or whatever.
Oh.
They said that
Oh, y'all out of control.
Latu pick was bad because Verse was still on the board.
Yeah, that might
I can agree with that.
I can
Yeah.
I can agree with that too.
Higher
People
rating.
in the chat with the Latu reach too as well. Reach heavy for Latu.
I like
Um,
Nathan Floyd, man. Good conversations with him on Twitter, man.
So I want to ask
Nah,
everybody in
for
the chat.
It definitely did. 'Cause we would definitely have probably like a B minus or close to a C if we didn't have that Penix pick.
I'm also
Stop
glad about
ribbing
the
it up,
two
Chris.
B picks in the late
Oh,
rounds.
okay.
I mean, Christian Boyd and Brandon Jackson both got B minuses. Those were
Yeah,
star
Brendan
studded
Jackson
picks.
gonna be a beast.
I
I
man.
called
wonder-
that Brandon Jackson's pick. That
Who
was a
called
good
the
I
one.
Christian
did.
Boyd? Who called
Smitty.
Christian Boyd? No,
Okay,
Smitty.
Berto, you're
Christian
called-
Boyd.
I
Thank you
called
so
it
much.
Jackson pick. But I'm
Hey
telling
man,
you,
Corley,
Brandon
Milton,
Allen at that
Good.
point in the draft, a guy with that size and that kind of speed, man, you won't even need a damn Tyler Algier in 2 years.
Man,
I'm just keeping it real.
but
He gonna be he one of them game breaker guys.
But they said that whenever I was looking at his pros and cons, they said that he had terrible vision. They said he runs like Trent Richardson. Just runs.
Oh,
Not Trent Richardson.
Nah, they didn't say that. But
And
Golly.
it's so many words.
that's tough.
I would
That's
ask
tough,
everybody
bro.
in the chat, what would y'all
That's
give?
tough, bro.
What grade would y'all give the inaugural
And,
Atlanta
and
Falcons
Joy do
round
not
table?
Joy do not answer.
Oh, they might-
What grade would y'all give us? A, B, C, D, or F? Somebody gave us a Z earlier.
Yeah.
That was RJ.
I hope RJ's sleeping by now.
Somebody did
Yeah,
get
he
him the
probably
boot,
sleep.
right?
Blink
I
said
tell
F.
you not to
Blank,
Come on,
Blank, you
Blink.
can't answer, okay? Dang. All this F stuff.
Come on, Blink.
F for fruit
I mean,
snacks, we're gonna say.
I give
see,
us a.
that's fair.
I give us a good. I
He
give us
said D for don't do that again. God dang.
wow.
Y'all tough, bro. Y'all,
Somebody says Z
man.
plus Z for
Y'all
sleeping. A lot of
Oh,
Z's
no,
in the chat.
oh,
Yes,
oh,
Z's
oh,
in the-
now you gonna plead the fifth. Come on now.
Oh wow.
right.
Z for
Now you
sleeping.
pleading the fifth.
Golly,
Mike.
man.
Black
Wow.
Mario. Shout out Black Mario, man.
Hey man, Black Mario, that's what's up right there, man. Hey man, shout out to Dwayne. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay, Jordan.
Yo,
Jordan gave
Chris
us-
is on some shit tonight, bro. Yeah.
Yo.
Please highlight Nathan Floyd's comment. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Birdo gets an A for minute. A C for the entire thing.
Pow, pow.
Wow.
It's
Wow.
all good. We know he was really reaching to the left, texting Nathan like, "Hey, help me out, bro. I'm under duress.
Hey, my
I
phone's
ain't
dead,
under
bro.
Hey,
duress.
Nathan, please don't
My
give me a
phone's
bad
dead.
grade.
I'm under duress."
My phone's dead, man.
Man. So y'all know what I'm gonna do, right?
We do it again. No,
No. I'm going
No,
to
the glass is empty.
Post it on Twitter.
Uncle Steve, get that hate out your heart, you know.
There you go.
But
There we go.
yes, I am going to post it on Twitter.
okay.
And
See what you
all,
get.
all the bad grades, I'm gonna say Uncle Steve picked them. And,
No, I was
and,
going to ask you see if you can lower me down below that name thing. How do you think where they have the grade on there, so you can cut me up? You can switch. You can switch that.
Let me ask y'all this question: out of this draft, who is the 2 or 3 starters that can possibly start for us this year?
Ooh.
See that's
Not because
that's
it's my pick, but Christian Boyd because he feels a need at a position of
One.
need. Yatu is another one.
Latu Boyd.
Yep, and
I
probably
think Max Melton,
Milton.
honestly. Max Melton might be there too.
Yep, I'm with you.
Yeah,
on that.
Max Milton would be my number one guy.
Now,
Milton.
What about Taki Smith? Especially if
Sure.
Richard Grant ain't coming back.
how they deal with the Richie Grant situation. The cool thing about it is majority of them is going to play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they're going to make an impact for this team. I mean, Terry all the way down to Christian Boyd. Who's the guy below Christian Boyd? The Jackson kid?
No, I
He
think
will
he
be-
was before. No, yeah, he was.
Freddie Jackson.
Yeah.
He'll be
Yeah,
getting some
yeah.
playing time too as well. The center position depends on how, he's going to be working
Yeah.
it with Dahlman, but
I think Corley gonna get some run.
Corley would definitely get some runs. You got a quarterback that's throwing 30, 35, 40 times a game. You need wide receivers out there. And people's going to eat.
And I think Corley's gonna overtake somebody's job. One of these 1 year guys, like Moore or Hodge. I think Corley can come in and take his spot. To be honest.
I know Rich would. Thomas probably wouldn't.
Berto, what's going on?
Yo, bro, I'm tired as fuck, bro.
No, and he over there holding on.
Berto hanging on by a thread.
Man.
No, I'm good, bro. Man, I can go 12 rounds.
No, I don't know, Berto.
You probably 11 and a half right now, though.
Exactly. Look, man. Look,
Oh, Lord.
it's crazy because that's one of the reasons why I like to do the mock drafts, because every year, you go into a mock draft thinking, hey, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to approach it. And then whenever you get in there and you see this player available, you're like, I got to get Michael Penix, or I got to get, Malachi Corley. And we were talking and we had the inclination the whole time saying, hey, why don't we do like 2016 to have 3 or 4 starting defensive players, on here? But, you just asked the question earlier. Uncle Steve just asked. He was like, well, I mean, who's going to be the defensive starters?
Right.
But, this is one of the reasons why you can't really blame GMs and scouts whenever, you sitting in the draft, you're sitting in the bins on Thursday night and it'll be like, Drake London. Everybody like, oh, what? Who? Wait, how? That's why you can't blame them, because there's so many factors that come into play, man. There's so many factors that come into play.
And you got to think about who's going to fit the schemes. So that's the major thing.
Exactly. Man, I know that everybody's tired, man, but if y'all could y'all kind of let everybody know where they could find? I'm sorry, go ahead, Jack.
I know somebody in the chat mentioned that we need another big body receiver. Michael Rothstein, who does a great job talking about the Falcons and covering the Falcons, he mentioned that the focus of Atlanta's receiver room seems to be changing, where it often had bigger bodied receivers under Arthur Smith, But under Raheem
Yeah.
Morris, the focus in
block.
free agency seems to be speed.
Speed,
About getting the
yeah.
ball quickly. Kirk Cousins is 30-some years old, coming off of that injury. You got to have a line to protect this guy. The
Get the
Charlie
ball
Warner
out
move. Thank you, Smitty. The Charlie Warner move showed that they're going to put another piece to put heavy protection around Kirk. He's a blocking tight end. They're going to get speedster wide receivers that when they say go, when they say hut, get to it.
Fly.
Get to it. Do, like Matt Ryan said, do your job.
I bet you see Fitzpatrick out there blocking too.
Yeah. Wouldn't be surprised if you see that because of the fact that if you got to protect Kirk, Rondell Moore, boom, cutting across the middle, Mooney, boom. That speed. Right. I remember that one year we went into camp and it was like 5 or 6, 6'5" guys. And it was like, Jesus Christ, 6'5". Like, Arthur Smith, what are you doing? But then again, they tried to run a Scotty Miller and a couple smaller guys underneath with the Bird situation, Demir Bird. It just didn't work out. Now you have Drake London, which is your big body, Kyle Pitts, which is your big body. Yep. You're going to be using him a lot. But then Hodge, if you put him in the mix, he's a 6'1" guy too as well. Rondo Moore's a smaller guy. Who's the other receiver? Raymond McLeod is in that 6 foot still range. So you don't have to go get a big 6'3", 6'4" guy to go jump ball every time. Speed sometimes will hurt you in the NFL. I think the Falcons look perfect. If you look at the Ravens, when you see Lamar get that ball out, Zay Flowers and some of those guys, them boys are choppy. The Ravens receivers, they're just moving. I want to see that again for Atlanta. I want to see these quick wide receivers get off the ball, separation, move down the field. Rondell Moore, some of these speedsters they got. Then we're talking about Corley. Like, we're just helping Kurt. We're really helping Kurt right now. So big shout out to everybody in the chat. And
it's funny you said that because Xavier Worthy was one of my first draft profiles. 6'1", 195, 4.21 speed. You can't ask for nothing better than that. And if he's there at the bottom of the first, you may see them move up the board to go get him.
Yeah. And big shout out to everybody in the chat. I know everybody's meaning when they say big body. Sometimes it's not a 6'4", 6'5" guy. I'm looking for that speedster, and I think the Falcons be 215. Yeah.
Saying we talking about big body, Corley's 215.
215, and he's what, 6'1"?
No, I think Corley's like 5'11", 215.
He's
5'11", 215.
Okay.
Cutting up like that?
Man,
Debo, man. Debo all over again.
Kind of stuff right there. Yeah. Definitely, man. Definitely. Man, y'all don't know how much I enjoy chopping it up with y'all. Thank y'all so much.
Hey, man, this is fun.
Thank you, man. This was
we
great.
always have fun when we get together. Everybody in the chat, look, the picks might not come every 2 minutes, but it's all about having fun about it, man. You know.
Thank you.
Look, the fact of the matter is, even though the panel didn't fully agree with Berto's decision.
There we go. But I got an A, damn it.
Berto's gonna walk away and go print it. He's gonna print it and frame it. See that B+? See that?
even though the panel didn't fully agree with Berto's decision, at the end of the day, man, it's like we all had a good time with it, and that's what it's.
My GPA right now is over a 3 when it comes to schematics, man. Come on now.
Berto ruined the ground.
Tough crowd, y'all. Tough crowd.
Watch Berto get the call from the Falcons to go to the facility. Like we saw the mock.
We saw that Michael Penix thing you did.
You really like it.
I'll tell y'all what.
Talk with us.
We're gonna go with that.
Like Berto, they're flying you in. They're flying you in.
I would love that.
Let's jump.
What you say?
Because we need to go too.
If we get Penix in the second round, Berto is gonna have a fit. He is gonna.
Oh my goodness, boy!
He's going
all of y'all. I'm calling everyone. You like? You see that?
Y'all gonna have to block Berto again.
Y'all
gonna have to
you
block
like that?
As a
it's all
fan,
good. As soon as it happens, I'm cutting my phone off.
As a fan from this panel, I would feel good taking any one of those names from the list. I think you brothers have done a great job reviewing these players, knowing what they can bring to this team. And Brandon Jackson opened up my eyes to who this kid is. Now I have to go watch tonight because I'm off tomorrow. Now I have to go watch tape on these mocks.
You'll see
You see what I'm saying, Smitty? Now I gotta go watch and see who can make this team better from this mock.
Yeah.
You give me one of those players, I'm like, hey y'all, look who we drafted. Remember this guy we talked about?
The only reason he's there because he played at Washington State. If he's at another Power 5 school, he probably the second or third round pick.
Yeah.
But you were talking about Braylon Allen though, right, Jack?
Any player on that list. Yeah, Jackson, Allen, Boyd. I mean, I've heard a lot. I mean, the Boyd pick was like, let me go find out what a kid from Northern Iowa is going to be doing on this team next year if he's going to be drafted by the Falcons.
He looked
by the month.
That kid looks unblockable, man.
I'm glad to hear that because I need somebody on my
Yeah.
team that's unblockable. That's what I need. I need somebody on my team like that. So big shout out to Berto. Big shout out to everybody here on the panel, man.
Thank you, man.
Definitely, man.
Appreciate that,
Definitely.
bro.
Does
See that
everybody,
question
if
from-
y'all could, just I'm sorry, you finna say something?
Yeah, I was gonna say you see that question. Antonio says, quick question. Y'all think we're gonna get a primetime game this year? I think we not only get one,
Yep.
I think we
We'll
get
get several.
I think by 3. Yeah.
guarantee Atlanta, Minnesota.
Kirk,
That
Minnesota
Minnesota
going
game
back to
definitely gonna be
Minnesota's
one.
one. You got the
Yeah.
Cowboys in house.
my
You got
God.
the Chiefs and the Steelers in house. And also, you're going back to play against Dan Quinn, which is your
Yep.
former head coach in Washington. You have
Yep.
your former head coach in Pittsburgh, Art Smith, coming over here, right?
Yep.
And then
Right.
who else?
Mhm.
There's another game that my friend. What was the game my friend pointed
I
out
think
that
that
might be a
Vegas
big
game
one?
might
Oh,
be.
and then Falcons Saints too as well. I mean,
Yeah.
Falcons Saints.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Jack, remember about a month ago when I came on your show? That was a question we had talked about. What
Mhm.
was the last primetime game the Falcons had on?
We got beat
on
28
TV?
something against the Patriots on that Thursday night.
Thursday night.
Yep.
But honestly, the Thursday night games is by default. Everybody
Yeah.
gets one, like an actual meaningful one, like a Sunday or Monday night game.
Wasn't the last one the Saints on Thanksgiving?
No,
Thanksgiving.
That was Thursday
Because-
night. So
because
Sunday,
Thursday
Monday.
nights,
during the day,
everybody gets Thursday
Yeah.
nights game.
But that
Everybody
was
gets
like during
Thursday
the
night
day though,
games.
wasn't it?
What game was it, Berto? What Sunday night football?
Shoot,
Was that
let's
2016?
that was 2017
so.
against the Eagles.
The
When
Eagles.
Julio walked
Yeah,
off
The prime, the home opener.
Yeah,
the home
the
opener.
game
with-
winner.
Wow.
The game winner.
In the
Matt threw it to
In
Julio.
the
Yeah,
fans,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Yep.
Damn,
That
it's
was
been
our last
That's a
primetime
long
game.
But you know what though? That game and that play, that's whenever I realized like, oh yeah, it's almost that time for Julio. 'Cause
Yeah.
before back in the day, Julio would have dusted them off, but Julio had to really get on it.
Yes, he did.
to get past them.
What I will
Take
say
that
for this
huge
fan
block.
base, because this is Atlanta, Georgia. This city loves to tailgate. They love to do their Sunday activities and then show up. We talk about this all the time with being in your seats on time. Smitty, you're there. Not Smitty. Country. Everybody who's been to the game, you guys know it. Fans getting to the game late, getting off the MARTA, still tailgating in the first quarter. Give us a 425 or a primetime game here in Atlanta and watch what's going to happen. You're going to have tailgates that people can set up and finish the tailgate and then go into the bins versus Country. You seen it. We're with season ticket holders. And the game getting ready to start. They over there. They putting the burger on the grill. Nah, man, we'll be in the second quarter.
We be in there. We be in there. I like
Man,
mine.
if you
I like
don't got
mine well
this
done.
goddamn shit,
I gotta get it well
$2
done, man.
Right.
I gotta get it well done. I don't like no pink on mine. Yeah, man. That's
Give
how
us
they
a
do.
425 game and watch them people
Like,
get
bro,
out
the
of
chicken
church.
tender's only $5. Like, just come
Come
here,
on,
dude.
man. Country, you know it. But now your church folks can get out of church on time.
Yes.
Your MARTA's not so crowded at 9, 10, 11 a.m. where people's packed. You can get your 1, 2 o'clock feel. Just imagine people in Atlanta waking up at 2 o'clock like, bro, we got a game today? Yeah, bro, 425. 425? Oh, shit. We still got time to go versus how fans got to wake up at 8 or 9 to be in the Benz for 11, 11:30. Give us a primetime game.
It's the same
Give us
thing
something
for the
late.
night games. It was the same thing for like a Monday night football. Monday night football for Atlanta.
First of all,
Woo.
Monday night football in Atlanta, you know what happens if we win. Because Magic City's right down the street. And my boy Kirk Frost, hold on.
Hold on. He's a Christian man.
Nah,
He ain't
don't
finna be
cut
in
me
there
off.
with y'all with them heathens.
We Kirk Frosting this year, baby. All the way up in the Magic, baby. You heard what Thomas said. We Kirk Frosting it this
But
year.
I tell you one thing though.
Lemon pepper wings are gonna be selling at all time high.
Them
Man,
Thursday,
come on,
them
man.
Thursday
Them
night
things-
games, it's almost impossible to get to the beds on Thursday night.
Yeah.
It's almost impossible. The
Yeah.
traffic is terrible
Mhm.
on Thursday night. I prefer a Sunday night game.
Well, take MARTA. It's smarter.
I'm going to tell you
I ain't
what
gonna lie
remedy
to
all-
you. It's hard to get on MARTA for me nowadays. I'm sorry. That ain't hard.
What you say?
what'll remedy all of that. And you're talking about primetime games. You know how you get primetime games? You get flexed in the time games. You know how you get flexed in the time games? By
Winning.
being a successful team in the end of the year. And that's what we have to do. We have to be successful. And I'm not talking about borderline 500 successful. We have to be in the mix so we can get flexed into those 420. Because we're going to get flexed into 430 or 425. That's what we need to do. So concentrate on doing like we're doing with this draft. Keep cooking in free agency. And then the rest of it will take care of itself. That's how you do. That's how you get those primetime games.
Watch
so
whenever,
for it. Ready.
we go, whenever draft night comes, like they're gonna take a shot of the war room, and you're gonna see Birdo shaking hands with Terry Fontenot, like, yeah,
Right.
yeah, we
Coming in
did it.
like, yeah,
That was a good
yeah, we
pick. Like,
did it.
wait, how Birdo get
We
in
did
there?
it.
VIP,
Or
baby, VIP.
you'll be Birdo with the tape when they be talking about
Birdo saying we did it.
Berto's walking around the back texting. People's on the camera like, is that Berto
People like
behind
that,
Terry?
Birdo.
Right.
Like,
Right.
why do you keep walking by the camera? Birdo just walking by.
Yeah, walking by.
You know that professional handshake with the handshake and then like the pat on the arm? Like, you did a good job there, Terry.
Right.
Oh man.
You know, when everybody shake hands and hug, when we Birdo like, did it, guys.
Oh,
All
man.
out of control.
One of
Bring
those,
it in.
I love it, man. I love it, man. Let's go.
Oh,
Invite me
man.
and
Look at Smitty
all
like-
y'all in, man.
Smitty gonna be mad as hell. He gonna be like, I got 10K and they didn't invite Berto. He go talk to the Falcon.
I ain't still y'all, man.
Oh man, y'all
Man,
crazy,
this is great.
man.
We gotta
Y'all
do this more
crazy.
often, man. It's the off
Definitely.
season, man. This is
Definitely,
fun.
man. Definitely. Look,
This is
man. Before
fun.
we head out, do y'all want to let everybody know where y'all, where they can find y'all at and everything?
Of course.
Go ahead,
Well,
Jack.
Jack, you the guest. You go first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go
Oh,
ahead, Jack.
well, I guess I missed the 700 now, Smitty. I'm about.
Oh, you 700?
Oh,
You 700?
There you
let's
go.
go, man. Let's
I'm
go.
gonna see this on the sideline this year. That means go for the touchdown. That means we're going.
Yeah,
Falcon fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. From Smitty to Berto to A1 to Country to Uncle Steve, who's probably going to be our next guest after John. We have John Michaels Monday from 680, but we got to get Mr.
Nice.
Uncle Steve on.
got
I
to.
saw you
Nice.
in London, Uncle Steve. We kept talking
Yes.
about getting on the podcast.
Yes, you do.
I saw you at the Falcons Carolina meet and greet that we did in Mariota that Country helped set up. We got to get you on the podcast.
We gotta
Uncle Steve.
we gotta do it, brother. We gotta do it.
I want to thank everybody here because as a content creator, as a fan of the Atlanta Falcons, we do this for you all. That's
Yep.
why on a Friday night, 2 hours, we're in here talking about a team that hasn't even hit the field yet. It's the
Right.
excitement, it's the passion, it's the energy from the fan base that continues the drive of all of us content creators. Just trying to bring what we think is going to be good for you all to the table. And of course, you all bring your opinions back to us, and then we use that to help, build this fan base. Everybody here is a fan. I'm sure everybody's going to be at the parade when we win the Super Bowl. But for us here at One Time for the Fan, our job is to make sure you guys are entertained. I thank you all for having me on this podcast tonight. I know we're going to do it again. And a lot of these
Oh,
faces
yeah, no
here
doubt.
you'll be seeing on One Time for the Fan too as well. And the door is always open for any other fan that wants to be a part of One Time for the Fan. So thank you all. I appreciate it. Sundays, Wednesdays is our podcast hours, but we have a pop-up show with John Michaels on Monday from 680 The Fan. And we're just trying to do the best for the community. So thank you. And to Chase, to Key, to Bodie, to my boy T-Will.
T-Woo.
One Time for the Fan, man. Thank you all. We out.
All right. Oh, you want to let
That's
them know where you
paid.
coming from?
Yeah, I let it know. I was actually looking at the timestamp. It was right around the time that Jack got his 700th person. I saw somebody unsubscribe from Berto. That might have been around the time we did that. Quarterback. I think that's what happened right around that time. So I was just looking at that. So I was
The hate is real.
Hey, send them over. And if you're coming from Smitty's page, we welcome you. We welcome you.
The hate is at an all-time high. Lois. Hey, man, I'm sorry. Get the hate out your heart.
There you go.
Are you
There
a
you go.
fan?
There you
Seriously.
go. Wow. Wow.
I am on Uncle Steve's Lounge. Y'all check me out. I have the Monday Minutia, which comes on usually 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. And I have the Friday brunch. The Friday brunch has had to switch a little bit because my time changed at work. So hopefully we'll be able to put on that a little bit earlier than normal. I appreciate all of you guys, Jack, Chris, Berto, Smitty, the other guy, the drinker, over in the top.
Drinker? What in the world? Hey, hold on. Wait. Man, let me take the banner out from down here. I'm telling people to subscribe to Uncle Steve. He calling me a drinker. Let me take that banner out. Nah, I'll just play with
Just
you.
imagine
I'm
15
gonna
years from now, I'm going to
love
hand you a drink on the podcast. Like, here you go, country. Take this drink
Yeah,
via
yeah.
AI.
put it back. Yeah. I appreciate that, Jack. Thank you so much.
Oh, shit. That was smooth.
I love this energy. I love this passion. I love everything these guys do. It's no shock that I watch all you guys and I feed off the energy you have, especially for this team. I can appreciate all y'all. Jack, I'm really looking forward to hanging out with you because I'm going to be at that Vegas game, and I know you're going to be at least probably 12 rows down from me because you roll like that. So I know we're going to be able to hang out then. This is just the kind of, I don't know, excitement I like. Just this preseason type of hype, and I think these guys do it well. I appreciate you all listening. I know it's late. I know Berto messed it up. I know Big Low was pushing the wrong buttons, but we appreciate y'all hanging with us this late.
Look, man, everybody
Oh,
in
man.
chat, I need y'all to make sure that y'all go to Uncle Steve's Lounge on YouTube. When y'all heard the Superman chats, it's literally entertainment like that throughout the whole show. Very, very, very entertaining, very creative, and Uncle Steve just good people. So I got it down here scrolling at the bottom. I actually had one time for the fans scrolling too whenever Jack was on there. He just got 700 subscribers. Make
Let's
sure you
go,
subscribe
man.
to
Let's go.
Shout out.
One Time for the
Yes,
Fans.
sir.
Subscribe to Uncle Steve. A1.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man.
What
The
the
platform on YouTube is always A1 Forever Sports, the show that's cool and fly too. Be generational because it's always time to be, and don't you dare settle for less because you can always have more with the vision. I am honored, pleased, thrilled. Any word that means good to be up here with these brothers. Just a year ago, I was not. Just a year ago, shoot, I didn't even know that, it was so many Falcon content creators. And now, a year later, seeing the community, seeing one of the best communities in football, the Atlanta Falcons community, saying we are the United Nations of Falcon fans right here, man. This is
Facts.
what it's all about. And we're thankful to each and every one of you. I know I'm thankful to each and every one of you guys. Shout out to all my subscribers and everything, as I'm at about 640 now. I think I'm moving on up there now. So I really appreciate,
Deserve
each and
it,
every
though,
one of you
man.
guys for that. Because I really a true believer in no one has to do anything for you. So for 640
Facts.
people to take the time out to say, hey, I'm gonna subscribe to that channel, I really, really thank you guys. Like from the bottom of my heart, in the depths of my soul.
Glory hands.
So seriously, man, shout out to Smitty, Berto, Low, Jack. We're gonna be bringing y'all more content. You know it. This is only the beginning. Do not think we all gonna retire after this, because this is only the beginning. You feel me?
Facts.
Season rolls around and rolls in, you're gonna see more and more of us. We're gonna be hanging out. I just can't wait, man. We're gonna be hanging out with some of you guys. Training camp is gonna be litty.
Oh,
I can't
man.
wait. I can't
Can't
wait
wait,
for
man.
training camp, y'all.
Man,
But
we
yeah,
we-
man.
Bro.
definitely.
TikTok and Instagram and Twitter, A1 Forever. You'll find me. Chris Tipmore, man. Come holler.
Bro, I'm telling you something. When it comes to just such a very well-spoken guy who's gives so much information in such a short amount of time, A1 Chris, you're one of the best that do it. One of the best.
Oh man.
I mean, just one of the best speakers out there. And I want to thank you so much for coming and sharing the platform with me. And hopefully we get a chance to get you back on here again sometime
Okay.
very soon. Everybody, y'all make sure that y'all go to A1 Forever. Go make sure to
Hey, man,
go
I
to
appreciate
A1
it.
Forever. It's down there at the bottom, scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Great content, and like I said, very informational, and just good content, man. I appreciate you
Thank
both.
you, brother. I really appreciate that.
Definitely, man. Birdo, what in the world, Bo? What you got?
You
Going
know
on?
what it is, man. Hey, man, as the only guy that got an A on this mock draft. Thank you, everybody.
Shout out Michael Penix.
Man, here we go.
I just had
Shout
man.
out
Look,
Michael
man.
Penix.
Look. You
Michael,
gotta
Michael, she gonna shout out Michael Penix. Get ready for
You're
it.
gonna sit here and argue with me, man. Come on now,
Shout out
man. We
Michael
supposed to be for real. Where is the
You gonna shout out
camaraderie?
Michael Penix.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. I'm just trying to elevate people, bro.
I'm just gonna go get my
I
purple.
got, I got folks in Brazil wanting to start shows because of this, man. Let's go, man. We
Okay.
we
All right.
international, bro.
Okay, all right. Okay,
Oh, man.
Excuse me. Hold on now. No, but much love to everybody on the panel, man. Thank you so much for giving us the time to come on your platform, Low, man. Always a great time, man, when we get to come on here. Jack, Chris, Smitty, love you guys, man. Thank you so much. So You can find me on 95 North Falcons Talk Show on YouTube. You can also find me on Bleacher Report. I'll be back on Wednesday, the 21st, at noontime. I'll be on at noontime. Yeah, so that's another platform I chop it up with Falcon fans and deliver this Falcons content. Man, shout out to all the Falcon content creators. This space is growing by the minute, man. There's so many new faces, so many new voices that are coming up, man. And it's good to see, man, because different perspectives, ideas, views are very much needed in this crazy Falcon space, man. And hey, much love and respect to everybody that does it, man. So this your boy Berto, your host of 95 North Falcons Talk Show, man. Thank you.
Definitely, man. When you talk about Berto, you just talk about somebody with just a great heart overall.
Thank you, man.
You know, great content. You know, on the Bleacher Report, and you know, one thing I like about Berto is how well he researches. You know, before he comes with the take, like he makes sure he does all of his homework. So make sure that y'all go. It's scrolling at the bottom. Subscribe to 95 North Falcons Talk Show. Great content. And you got to think about it. He's up there in the belly of the beast, up there around New England. So he represents the Falcons the whole time. And also, Marina, I'm sorry, I meant informative. My apologies. I know informational. I meant informative. My apologies. Smitty.
It said put that thing.
But tell them, no, you can get away with them kind of words because
there you go. There you go.
Yeah, you claim
it. Yeah.
Famous.
Wait, what? Wait. Hold on.
I just bring it all in there.
I knew that was coming. Oh man.
Smitty, let them know where they can find you at, Bo.
Oh man, find me on Smitty Sports Machine, man. Me, my boy Alberto, my triple tag team partner Chris Tipmore. We on Tuesdays and Sundays during the season, and right now we're doing pop-up shows. And right now, man, we're giving y'all the best draft coverage we can, man. Giving y'all these draft profiles, these free agent targets, and things of that nature to help build this Falcon team. So we always working, man. In season, all season, we always working. But I got to give a shout out to Big Low, man. Big Low is getting close to 5,000, man. So y'all help him get there. He works hard, man, and trust me, when I met Big Low, man, instant connection, just like everybody else on this stream. So that's just how I get down, man. I just try to connect with everybody, man. Again, man, everybody on this screen, man, y'all please go support them. And we have up and coming YouTubers as well, man. So y'all please go support them as well. And we're gonna keep having these guys that are up and coming on our shows, man, to get them some exposure because everybody has a different delivery and everybody brings something to the table. So again, support everybody on this screen, man.
That's it, man. Kristen, she said she said Smitty is like TMZ. He gets that news out when it hits, folks. Look, I stopped fooling with Bleacher Report. I'm sorry, Berto. I stopped fooling with Bleacher Report.
That's all right. That's all right.
Because I know Smitty gonna get it to me. I clicked the notification bell.
Yeah.
Let me know as soon as it go down. I already know what time it is. So, man, Smitty, thank you so much, man. You know, you're always putting out great content, making everybody think about, what could possibly happen, which is something that we need. You know, I mean, if it was just a situation where we waited until something happened, like where's the fun in that? Like, let's open up our minds.
You just got to open your mind up, man, and be open to different things because it may not happen, but guess what? If it does happen, then what you gonna say?
Exactly. And it gives us something to talk about. It gives us something to talk about.
I mean, you have a podcast. These things are right here to talk about.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
you can go I can spend a whole hour talking about Drew Dahlman on the team and what he can do for this team and how he can impact this team. Or if
Crazy thing. I was on Jack's show a couple of weeks ago, and I just threw out a trade, and he said, "Man, I never thought about that."
And I actually brought it back up on another podcast where I was like, "Well, thanks to Smitty, I want you guys to know about this."
Exactly.
And our fans are kind of thinking it was different scenarios. Remember, before the head coach, we had so many scenarios of who could be the guy. Before the quarterback, who could be the guy. That's what we have a podcast for. We have to talk about these things. So big shout out to everybody on the channel, man. I can't wait for the next show from any one of you guys.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
Hey, one more thing, man. Since we're all being so gracious and stuff like that, let me just give me 1 second. Also, Getting an A for Michael Penix is a hell of a drug.
I already knew it was coming. That's why I was just sitting here. You see my face didn't get all.
You see Berto's light. He's lighting up. That's real.
Like, come on.
That's real.
I knew it was coming.
He's
I ain't
putting
knock
on.
you,
Ain't no
Berto.
flex right there. That is.
I ain't knock you, Berto. Look, man, for everybody out there that don't know me, my name is Big Low Country. I'm just an old country boy, former football coach, and I love to sit around and talk about sports. Whenever I say I love to sit around and talk about sports, that's what I do. You know, I'm not about, any drama. I'm not about any beef. I got 3 businesses. I don't got time to do it. So it's one of those situations where this is my escape.
Yeah, that's a fact.
It's a fact, man. So whenever I get on
That's a
YouTube,
fact.
this is my escape. This is where I could actually come. I know I shave it, but I let my hair down. and I come on here to have a great time with everybody. So, the beautiful thing about sports, just like Jack and Smitty mentioned, we could get a chance to sit and talk about ideas. Everybody didn't necessarily agree with Michael Penix, but the thing is that we had a good time with it. I'm sorry,
Got an A though, Unc. Got an A.
You got an A. I mean, he got an A.
He got an A. But yeah, man, it's like so. It's one of those cases. Like everybody might not agree on everything. How is life exciting if that's the case? How can we have a good time? If everyone has the same opinion.
Absolutely.
So I mean, moving forward, let's embrace this. Let's embrace the opportunities where we could not have to this day. That really sparked me and Unc's friendship because I used to give him such a hard time about Desmond Ritter. I was just trying to be optimistic. So it's like when me and when we first chilled out the first time in person. I was just giving him a hard time about that. I didn't know what Desmond Ritter could do, but it literally inspired me to make a video. I went home, made it. It was one of the best videos on my channel. I said, and on the screen and on the thumbnail, I'm pointing at the camera like, "Don't worry about Desmond Ritter." Well, we worried about Desmond Ritter, and he's going
worried
down.
about Desmond. Oh, Lord.
And low, it inspired me too.
It inspired you too.
I still hate Desmond.
I used to catch the shows around that time too, Steve.
My song now is I wish the best for Desmond.
Now, mind you, like if you go back and look at that video, when I say "don't worry about Desmond," I had a head full of hair. It's crazy. I had a head full of hair.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go.
Now
have to go back and see this.
Now it's all cold. But
I guess me and you and Uncle Steve was in the bar together because all us bald headed.
but I'm just saying, man. So it's like look, like at the end of the day, let's all just have a good time with this Falcons content, bro. We're in a situation that we haven't been in years, in more than a decade, where we have a quarterback that we feel like could take us to a new quarterback besides Matt Ryan that we feel like could take us to the playoffs and hopefully help us go to a whole nother level. So, I mean, I understand, some people may have differences of opinion, but let's embrace the differences of opinion and just have a good time with it.
Yeah.
Amen.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Y'all, I appreciate each and every one of y'all that's in here with me today. We definitely going to have to get together and do it again sometime soon.
Yes, sir.
I think we should tackle that damn first round of the draft like we did last year.
Hey, let's do it.
But I don't know because I know I'm gonna be at the Benz.
I'm live. One time for the fans live for our draft watch party.
I think.
But you guys are more than welcome to join by Country. I talked to you already. If you can go live with us from the Benz, Smitty A1. However, you guys, if you guys are going live, and anyone you guys want to cut away from your channel,
with y'all. It don't matter.
However, we'd love to have you guys 2-3 minutes to talk Falcons before the draft, during the draft, after the pick. Anything.
I stay the whole time.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
We can do it.
Definitely, man. Definitely. And
Definitely do it.
there's day 2 and day 3. I remember last year, me and Uncle Steve, we got together for day 2. Man, we had such a
Oh,
great
man.
time. Had
Yeah.
such a great time. So, man,
And
look,
day one, man, we stayed on the
Penix
whole
Lover
4
was there.
hours.
The Penix Lover was a minute.
yeah,
Penix Lover?
Penix Lover, yeah, he was.
I might join day 2 just so we can when we put the card in.
just so when it happens.
So just when it happens, I'll look at the screen.
And the cool thing about it is how we can bring this together again. We did a podcast for One Time for the Fan when it first started. 3.5 hours for day 1. Day 2 is like 5 hours.
Yeah.
Right.
So we
Yeah.
can get something crazy going if y'all want to really do this for day
Yeah.
2
Oh,
because
yeah.
we have our day 1 pick. We know where their direction they're heading. Free agency will be at the point where the roster is building. But if y'all want to do this again for day 2, bro, 5 hours. We already did 3 right here.
We
Yep.
can
Ain't
do
no
day
problem.
2. That's fine.
Crazy
with me.
thing is, it didn't even feel like 3 hours because we had.
It
Bro, we just
really
did the
is
draft
not.
show right here. This is getting me ready
I
for
don't
the
know what
draft
it
show.
felt like. You were drinking all night, so it might have felt like.
Shit.
What in the world?
You know something? Ever since Uncle Steve got a change in shift, it's been a change in attitude.
Have you noticed that? Have you noticed that? Like,
Why you have to
everything-
change the way you say the word?
I'm telling you.
You know what I'm saying?
He tried
Like,
to change
man,
the Superman chat. Like, he tried to change everything.
Hey,
I mean, like,
You know
I
how it
miss
is-
the
you
old
know how
Uncle
it
Steve
is.
that used to
Hey.
call in from the truck and stuff like that. I miss that guy.
Yeah, he called
Hey.
in, he be smiling and
Hey,
everything.
I'm
like,
telling
nah.
you. Uncle Steve got that truck move. He pumped up them 4 flat tires and he moving now. So
Was that you down I-20 the other day, Uncle Steve?
That was probably me going postal.
Stay back.
Yo, this is great.
Oh,
This is great.
man.
All right, man. We're gonna play some Helldivers too, man. I gotta go save the galaxy.
All right,
Hell
man.
diver.
Hey,
The
y'all
only
take
thing I'm about
it
to
easy.
dive in is in the damn bed.
You know it, Bo.
Y'all
Rise
working,
up,
boy.
man. 8 time down. Y'all take it easy.
appreciate
Y'all
y'all.
be good.